Welcome to the Nomad Network, your first stop for complete and comprehensive Chicago Bears football coverage. Dive deep into analyses, updates, and all things Bears. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today and never miss a beat. Thank you in advance for your support. We promise to bring you the best because together we're unstoppable. Go Bears!
Woo! Yo, No Maniacs. Welcome into another edition of Nomad at Night. This is going to be a special show. When I say special, it's going to be good, man, because a lot of revelations has happened since the last time we've talked. We've got, I'm going to put the breaking news ticker on the bottom here just in a minute when I'm done talking. But, man, it's a lot of Bears things going on, Bears news. It's a lot of Nomad stuff going on personally that prevented me from doing everything that I wanted to do. And shout out to Samo, who's been trying to get in here and do his thing again on the mock simulator and mock simulated offseason and mock draft. He wanted to try it with this new simulator that we've been using the last few weeks, but, got a man in the fort right now because, young people come first, family comes first, and that's where he's at, right? That's where he's at right now. I just wanted to give him a shout out, man. Appreciate him for wanting to do it and just not having the ability to do it right now. So shout out to Samo, but welcome in you guys once again. Shout out to Person Kids for being here for another one. We just got through going through who should or shouldn't be doing this mock off season. And I think, I'm trying to be a little selfless here, man, because really the mock off season, mock drafts don't really mean a whole lot to me. But it's more fun when these guys do it, man. It really is. I enjoy letting these guys do it, because they have more fun with it than I would, so it makes for a better show when somebody like these two guys can do it. And so I'm just going to be a wingman, and Kez is going to do his draft again. And we're going to go from there, man. So I'm going to just pass the ball over here with a bounce pass to Canada, see if he can dunk it or pass it back to me for a dunk.
No pass backs, man. We running with the rock on Sunday. Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us here tonight at Nomad at Night. Man, yeah, it's three of us doing the darn thing. We're gonna mock it up once again, see what the off season says. Been one little bit of a busy week for y'all, some heartache, some happiness, depending on who you are. I would like to say big shout outs to DJ Moore. We'll start it there. Mad love to Tremaine Edmonds as well. Both of those brothers were exemplary Chicago Bears, and unfortunately, they're now off into the wind and in other places, depending on who you're talking about. So,
Ralph said the Packers got. Oh God, they're getting ready to try to get rid of Big Jalen Carter. They got John Franklin Myers.
Myers.
I was hoping we was getting him, man. Let me look at the news. I got to look at the news. Keep going, man.
So I was supposed to be watching Twitter, but here I am doing the darn thing. I guess Nomad's going to go jump on Twitter and take a peek. There's going to be crazy stuff going left, right, and center all over and across the league, especially this here week. Who knows what's going to shake out? But as stated, we've seen DJ Moore go to Buffalo. I think that is a brilliant spot for him to show up. I think Josh Allen and him will make for an amazing duo, and big things for the Buffalo Bills. Same token, the return on investment here is a second-round pick for the Chicago Bears, and that ain't so shabby either when you kind of look at the fact that, he was a trade asset in that same that same haul of a trade that got us Caleb Williams and many other people. So I think Ryan Poles did what he had to do to free up cap, and here I am going to mess it up tonight. So throwing it down to my brother.
Before you pass it on, man, when this thing scrolls to the top, you feel free to read off, and it's about to scroll to the top right now.
What are you talking about?
The ticker on the bottom. It's about to scroll off right now.
Okay, I'll run
the latest and greatest for the Bears right now.
So, recent Bears news center Drew Dahlman retires at age 27. That's this week. Big fun. Bears trade DJ Moore, wide receiver, to the Buffalo Bills for 2026 second rounder.
Nice.
And I believe they traded a 5th round pick to get that as well. Bears trade for center Garrett Bradbury with the New England Patriots for a 5th round pick. Mixed emotions from across the board on that one. I think it's actually a great move. Defensive end Daniel Hardy was also re-signed for another 2 years at $6 million. So lots of moves, and who knows, we might get interrupted by a couple more as we go through the show. Trips.
Hey, what up to everybody? Welcome in Sunday night on this NFL free agency eve, if you will. The deals are going to be flying hot and heavy. How many for the Bears? Don't know. Don't expect a whole lot of purse opening and coin spending. You know, there could be a few depth up and comer signings. Hopefully, no whammies or over the hills or anything like that. So, yay, let's go.
What was that show back in the day?
No whammies. Let's go.
What was the show called?
I've seen that on Pressure Luck. That's on
Pressure Luck.
That's the show.
That's on Meat TV. They got that on Meat TV.
Okay, cool.
Meat TV knows about that. I like that. Goddamn.
I haven't seen Pressure Luck in forever, man, but you gave me a little flashback. Anyways.
There it is. All right, but please make sure you are subscribed to all 3 of the channels, as we are streaming on 3 right now at the Nomad Network, Ed's Nook, and Sports Chicago Style, also known as Triple R SCS. I don't know the name of the channel, Sports Chicago Style, but the YouTube thing says that Triple R SCS. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I just report them as is. So appreciate the subs, and let's get this party started. Go ahead, Nomad.
Well, first of all, we gotta do something a little real quick. We haven't had to do this in a while, but I love to do it, man. I love to see more of it. But we got this. We got Mr. Mayhem with the $2 super chat, man. We thank you so much, man. We appreciate you so much, Mr. Mayhem.
What up, Mister?
Mr. Mayhem, back at it again. Enough respect, man. Shout out to the chat either way. BT9's out there, Dan Brown, Jay Krillin. What it do? Philly Mike. Who else is out there? Paulo Rodriguez is with us tonight. James Hunter. What it do, Jim? Kenny Adams. Leo Factor jumped in. Derek Guy. Patrick Higgins is with us. Let's give a little bit of love. Oh, Smitty Q's in there. Ralph Love. Man, we got the whole crew out there. Marcus Jones, Juju 7563. What it do, all y'all, man? Hopefully you guys are having a good Sunday night. And where'd you wanna go next there, Nomad?
Well, I'm just looking at the news right now before I get started.
Yeah, me too. I was kind of scrolling through a little bit myself.
I think Twitter is probably the best place to go. No Maniacs, you guys can help us out, man. Yeah, man, help us out here. Keep us up to date on stuff, because I'm not opening Twitter right now. I'm just not opening Twitter just because I've got a problem with Twitter and it's personal. But let's start talking about our acquisition, our most recent acquisition, and that is Garrett Bradbury. Because as soon as I found out he was coming, I did the work on him. And watching, so first thing I want to say about Garrett Bradbury is I listened to a lot of people. It was on several channels. And I listen to people talk about how he's not as good, not that good, because they had a bad offensive line. And all the stuff that people say.
And a bad offensive line went to the Super Bowl.
Dude, I mean, like, okay, so let me just give it a little color before I get to breaking him down. What you know about Garrett Bradbury based on the film you watch. The first thing you got to know is young quarterback, number one. 2, brand new offense. Second thing. 3 is trying to get everything in symmetry. Like it took our offensive line a little bit of time to, get to where they need to be, and they finished really, really well. You see the same thing on tape with Garrett Bradbury and the offensive lineman that he had. And so to give you a little clue into some of the bad stuff that was seen, when the quarterback gets sacked, it's always somebody's fault. But that somebody ain't always the offensive line. That somebody could absolutely be the quarterback when he doesn't slide his protection. A little bit too much time in the huddle, getting to the line of scrimmage. Same stuff that Caleb Williams is dealing with early, right? That same exact stuff. New offense, getting the verbiage in the huddle, getting to the line of scrimmage, getting the play out, making sure you got the right play, and then getting it to the center so he knows at the right time to get everybody moved around. Sometimes when you don't do that, the quarterback doesn't do that well enough and fast enough, the offensive linemen don't have time to adjust. So you just got to run the play because you can't keep calling a timeout, right? You just got to struggle through it. And so I think a lot of the complaints that they had about Garrett Bradbury was a little bit of struggles of the quarterback getting sacked, free pressures, and different things like that. But it wasn't necessarily the offensive line fault from what I can see on tape. Now, what I will say that as his attributes, it's almost like kids and trips. It's like I'm looking at Drew Dalman all over again. Same kind of, the traits that you like about Drew Dalman, really quick, really fast, and really good technically at executing his plan. I'd say this, and this might sound like a stretch to some people, but Garrett Bradbury, I say, is quicker and faster than Drew Dalman. They're almost like the same people. Exact same player, but this guy's a little bit more twitchy, a little bit more fast, and he's going to give you an opportunity to probably run more power because he can move so well. Mm-hmm. Drew Dalman could move. He can move well, but this guy's even quicker and faster than Drew Dalman. And so his traits, and looking at Drew Dalman and what he brought to the table, it's easy to see why Ben Johnson gravitated to this move more than anything else. They're almost like carbon copies of each other. I would say that Dalman is a little bit more clean technically than Garrett Bradbury, but not by a wide margin at all. So, like, say, for instance, if I say seal block, kids, do you understand what I'm talking about when I say that?
Yeah, but explain it to the rest of the world so they get it.
So on a seal, let's just say the ball is going through the A gap, and that would be on the center's right-hand side, so it's coming off of his right hip.
Right.
But they want it's going to be kind of a cutback run, so it's designed to go off of his right hip, but it's going to end up going off of his left hip. And so what his job would be to get off that ball, and the guy next to him move
catch him or block him,
seal that guy, and so you show when the running back gets the ball, that running back sees his hip, not his back. He sees his hip, so he's sealing that guy, showing you that this is a lane for you to run through, running back. And so at that, I'd say Drew Dalman is much more polished than Garrett Bradbury at that, but that's just only one aspect of the game. He can clean that up. But I'm telling you, I don't think people believe that I don't think we took a step backwards whatsoever.
Well, I'm sorry, am I cutting you off, kids?
No, you go. No.
All right. First of all, a shout out to Drew Dalman, whatever the issue was, that caused the retirement. Hope all is good with him and his family. That's some personal thing that, nobody needs to be judging him for. That's between him and his people, and they ain't got nothing to do with us. But the part that does have something to do with us, all right, that cap savings, quote unquote, it's not a savings because you got to replace the center. And it looked like what was going on in the center market with the free agents or the possible free agents, because the top two guys, Linderbaum expected to fetch, 20 mil. And then the guy, McGovern, I believe, from Buffalo, he re-signed, so he never hit the market. And the center free agents are not as good as Mr. Bradbury. So with a 5th round pick for next year in 2027, to get a starting center who can step right in, who is a former, college roommate and teammate of Joe Tooney, who was the center for, a young quarterback, all the way to the Super Bowl. You can't find that on the street, so to speak, at his price. So the same plan that New England did for him when they had Bradbury, they still drafted a rookie center last year, and they had him developing all year. Was it Jarrett Wilson, right? Is that who it was? I believe. Check me on that in the chat, please. Appreciate your participation in the show, because it's not about the three of us you see on the screen, even though the one at the bottom is the most photogenic. We appreciate the participation. So if we're wrong or we're full of shit, tell us. But I believe it was Jarrett Wilson as the center that they developed. So in this upcoming 2026 draft, I would expect that the Bears go that same route, draft a center pretty high, and let him develop next year behind Bradbury, who will be in the final year of his contract.
So did they only give him a single year or 2 years?
I don't think they did anything yet that's of a note. They're gonna let this play out. I think with what he's got on his contract now, I think it's about $4 million or something like that.
Man,
yeah, it's like $3.5 million, and I believe he's a free agent at the end of this year.
I don't like when he does that. Like, I just want to say that out loud.
Well, just because they haven't done anything doesn't mean they won't do anything.
I know, but this is what happens when you do a 1-year contract. It's just a little tricky. When you do a 1-year contract, what you're saying to the players, I don't know, right? You're saying that out loud.
Well, but it's not like they signed him, they traded for him. So I mean, he was going to be playing for a 1-year contract anyway. Right. It was like, well, now you're just doing that for a different team.
Right. They just took the money off of their books. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, if you're sure enough about a guy you're going to spend capital on him, you might want to have him around for 2 years at the end of this year. Or if we get to November and they haven't signed him to a longer term deal, A, he can walk. B, his price tag technically goes up, because if he has a decent year, we're paying more for this guy. It's just like what happened.
But here's the thing, though, kids.
If we put a 2-year on Deshaun, he'd be locked up at a cool, cheap price.
Well, kids, the thing is, we don't want to lock him up. I don't think. I think we want to develop a rookie. To have him start. In 20. Would that be 28 or 20? So whatever the hell year that would be, this upcoming season. And then also the thing that you have to look at for players and their exit strategy is that if Tremaine Edmonds, signs a lucrative free agent contract, and let's say Kwani B signs one, and the amount that a free agency that we spend on as the Bears, there are comp picks involved in that. So you want your guys that you don't trade away or don't re-sign, if they hit free agency, you want them to get contracts, because then that helps, going down the line.
Okay, so my thoughts are these. I do think the plan is to get him under some kind of rework contract for an extended period of time. And I think some other things take priority at this point today, which is probably the reason why they haven't done it to date. And I agree with that. And if it was me, I would be like, hey, we will, move this off the table for now, but we'll come back to this once we realize what we can and can't do in free agency. Once we got some other contracts solidified, then we go back to this. That's what I would do if it was me, But however, I don't know that drafting a center high would be amongst their things in priority, because I do believe that they believe Luke Newman is going to be the center of the future. It's about whether or not you think he's ready right now. I think we have the center of our future on the team. I don't think we draft high right now because I do believe they believe in Luke Newman. It's about where you can get a good quality guy and you don't have to reach for him. So
Well,
that's
wasn't snapping an issue for Newman though?
At first. I didn't hear anything beyond the early part of training camp and preseason. Beyond that, I didn't hear anything else about it. But
because I always saw Newman as the heir apparent to Jonah Jackson, and then McFadden as a short-term backup for Tooney. And so eventually a dedicated actual center who has done that throughout their college career would be on the target as now a pushed up heir apparent to Dahlman, who stepped away. And since Bradbury's on a shorter term, I think that just may have accelerated the plans for center. And I don't think that Ben Johnson is comfortable with moving guards to center, to be the center.
Well, he did it. He did it this offseason, which told me in preseason, this told me that they definitely see him as somebody. You got to know that they want the interior guys, they want them to swing. That's the first thing to know is they want them to swing. They want to be versatile at all three spots, whether it's left guard, center, or right guard. They want you to have experience doing all that. And I've seen that. And so what they're thinking, I'm seeing on the field in preseason. And so I love this reps at center. I love this reps at both guards. And so I'm telling you guys right now, I believe our future center is on the team, whether it's Garrett Bradbury for the next 2 or 3 years, whether it's Luke Newman, I don't know, but I'm just talking about Garrett Bradbury himself. I think this is a really, really solid piece. One thing I didn't know, and I did watch his North Carolina State tape when he was in college, and he looked like the exact same player. That's a technically sound football player, man. Garrett Bradbury is sound. And for a guy that's just barely over 300 pounds, great anchor. Great anchor. And so when I'm seeing him against the big old Tavondre Sweats of the world at Tennessee, he held his own. And I was looking for those. Yeah, I was looking for those games where he had to deal with the really big guys, and to see how he held his own. He's pretty much put him at a stalemate. And so for a guy that's a little bit undersized, some people would say, playing against a guy that's 340, 350, man, this guy held his own. And so I just didn't see nothing about Garrett Bradbury that was just like, I didn't see that at all. I'm just like, oh, okay, I see what Ben Johnson's looking at. He's looking to find Drew Dahlman, and he found him in Garrett Bradbury. It's a good player, man.
Well, I think it's a good selection as well. That being said, I'm not too fussed about it. I think that they saved, in my opinion, they probably saved a decent amount of money on the difference between the two players. Let's hope that this player can hold up. And I don't think he's going to be in any trouble because he's got two fantastic guards lined up beside him. All the more reason for there to be no movement of Tooney to the full-on left side. So I expect there to be some sort of a search for a left tackle here over the course of the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see, man. But I do like this player. As soon as I found out about it, I think it might have been Friday night. It had to be Friday night. I got a chance to go look at his, and I got a chance to look at some of the struggles he had when he got to New England early in the season when there's a new offense. I'm going to say that again, new offense and new pieces around him. Quarterback's new to the offense. The offensive line is new to the offense, and it's shaky. And guess who gets the run of that pain? The quarterback when he gets put on the ground, right? And so some of the complaints about Garrett Bradbury, I think, were unwarranted because of there's always other issues that's going on that people don't really understand. But they have a mouthpiece and get on social media and complain about things because that's what people do. But not understanding the context is where I would land with some of those people that were complaining about Garrett Bradbury, because he was a stud when he was at Minnesota. And he got here and the system changed, and you got to learn everything all over again, get the calls right. You're dealing with a young quarterback. It was just a lot. But Garrett Bradbury is a really nice piece. I'm just telling you guys that right now. We got a good replacement for Drew Dahlman. And so, however, this thing out with the new form or whatever, I think we got a really good replacement. I didn't feel good about putting a young guy under a young guy. Talking about Caleb Williams, man. I really thought that they needed to get a veteran. We just talked about it last week, kids. As a matter of fact, what would be the right thing to do? And I always felt like it was a veteran somewhere that would be the right thing for them to do for Caleb Williams. And they got him. I think Garrett Bradbury is a good player.
I agree. Across the board.
All right.
That's exactly what they do.
Y'all ready to get a couple of college players before we get this thing rocking?
Let's do that. Shout out to Flex Diggs in the chat. Saren Collins. Who else jumped in? Oh, Junior. What it do, Junior? Good to see you out there, man. Broski Bears with us tonight.
So I had a really busy, let's just say, Friday afternoon and night, because the whole thing with DJ Moore and this thing that happened with the center. I had to watch his stuff, and then I haven't really turned the page, to receivers quite as much. I've done some of them, and let's just say I haven't put an emphasis on receiver in this draft because I didn't feel the need to have to do that. But here we go, living life and finding out that we need to look at more receivers. And so I did that. One of the guys that I want to point out is Makai Lemon out of USC. And you start thinking about some of the traits that you want to replace that DJ brought to the table. DJ is one of those guys that can be multiple. He can line up out wide. He's definitely somebody that can do damage in the slot. We know that. And he's a piece that can be versatile in a way that you motion him into the backfield and get some production out of handing the ball to him, doing fake reverses and throwing the ball down the field. Makai Lemon is unique in that regard. He can throw the ball. He can motion into the backfield and give you reps out of the backfield. He's 6 foot. Let me make sure I got this right. Makai Lemon is 5'11", 192. And I love his traits. Love it. He's a running back. As soon as he touches the ball, he becomes a running back, trips and kids. He is that kind of guy. He's hard to tackle, very, very elusive, becoming a better route runner. He can block. And he's a willing blocker, and he's mostly a hands catcher, mostly. This guy is a piece, man. When you start thinking about how Ben Johnson thinks about players as weapons, how he likes to weaponize football players, Makai Lemon, I don't know how many people have done any homework on this kid right here, but you're talking about replacing the attributes that DJ Moore brings to the table. This is a piece. This is a piece. He's a big receiver, built low to the ground like a running back, and he's a game breaker too. You put the ball in his hands, I don't care if it's in the short area, long part of the field, you put it in his hands and there's a chance he breaks it every single time. I don't know, kids, you looking at some film?
Yeah, I am.
What you think?
I think he's I got to bring that one back. I'm sorry. I was a little confused because he's number 6 on this squad, and I'm watching, and I just see a reception by number 10. I'm like, why are they following number 10 as a receiver in this clip? And it's because he threw the ball.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, Ben Johnson, I think I'm figuring out what Ben Johnson is thinking.
He takes quarterback reps?
He will go. He will get in there and do a little bit of that. He'll get in there and do some stuff. He's such a weapon when he puts the ball in his hand. They're just trying to figure out ways to put the ball in Makai Lemon's in his hands. However they have to do it, they just getting the ball in his hands because he's that explosive. And I'm seeing the chat right now. You guys are saying he's never getting out of the first round. The tape I looked at, I could see that, but I can also see him sliding into that second round somewhere because teams have some other needs because there's so much movement going on right now. I could see him sliding into the second round. But Makai Lemon is definitely a piece. He's a playmaker.
It's funny. I wouldn't call him like a route runner. You know what I mean? Like he's not. At least in my
he's not polished at all.
Yeah, he's not a polished route runner, but he's something else. Like he's an athlete.
He's a weapon.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I think that's what Ben Johnson is trying to do. He's trying to make his offense so dynamic that you can't focus on one guy. You can't focus on two guys. You can't focus on three guys. You got to make sure that every single person that's an eligible receiver is a live wire. And he's looking for players that can help make the offense. We already know we got a couple of tight ends is going to make us more dynamic. Got a couple of receivers that's going to make us more dynamic. But if you add another piece to that group that is versatile as well and can throw the ball off of reverses and stuff like that, that's the kind of stuff that Ben Johnson likes. He likes to go in his bag.
My boy
so back in the day, if Ben Johnson had NCAA football, he was recruiting a whole team full of athletes.
Well, he would recruit this player for sure. This player
you play wide receiver, play running back, and play quarterback. In certain plays where do you need them to plug in the Swiss Army knife, if you will.
I got Giovanni Giorgio that says, "What do you guys think about bringing Darnell Mooney back?"
What? I thought we want to do that.
I wouldn't. I don't see.
You thought about this? Why?
I thought because Darnell Mooney's out there.
So there's all kinds of receivers out there.
I'm just saying.
And the one you thought about was Darnell Mooney.
Darnell Mooney became one of the. Unfortunately, kids,
cheaters out there.
What I have to do is consider everybody because that's the way you have to be. If you gotta study him. I know what Darnell Mooney brings to the table, but he's a piece that's out there, and you have to consider him. But
it's like Darnell's like a notch in the headboard. It's like you could go back, but it's like onward and upward. Already been there, done that, so to speak.
All right, so I got the best receiver in the draft, I think, and it ain't gonna be who you guys think. And we're gonna save him for last. We're gonna get to another player that I think is a dope football player, and that is Grayson Halton out of Oklahoma.
Are you sure we didn't do Grayson Halton already?
I'm telling you, we did not do Grayson Halton.
Okay, I swear we did because he's a guy, man. He is.
If we did, I forgot about it. I don't think we did.
All right.
Grayson Halton is 6'2", 292 pounds. He's what people would consider a tweener, but I don't think he's a tweener whatsoever. He's a D tackle. And what's funny about this, and I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way, but when you watch him play, the thing about Grayson Halton, I'm going to give you what I think is his downside first. And I think he's definitely first thing they do with him is start working on lowering his pad level when he gets a little tired. Because you can see if he's out there for consecutive plays, at least 5 to 7 consecutive plays, you can see him rise higher and higher and higher the more and more fatigue he gets, depending on his snap count. And so that's not the worst thing in the world. When you got good coaches around your building, that's something you can really, really clean up. And you can clean that up by not giving him extended reps. Don't leave him on the field longer than he needs to be on the field. Get that rotation going on so you don't have to worry about Grayson Halton being high with his reps. But let me tell you, the rest of them, it's really good, man. He's quick off the ball, really good at getting off of blocks, really good at shedding blocks and keeping himself live during the play. And he's quick. And so he's got a good motor until he gets tired. I have to say that, man. And I'm not trying to put the guy down, but I can see looking at the live reps for Grayson Halton that you can see clearly when he's getting a little fatigued. And with most defensive linemen, you can definitely see that, man. But my man has some good traits to him. I'm going to say something else that's going to be, and I don't want this to turn y'all off, but it kind of reminded me of what's our boy that we had to let go of this year in the offseason?
Zach Pickens.
But the difference between him and Zach Pickens had some outstanding qualities to him. But the dog, he lacked. This guy don't lack no dog. He's more like, his mentality is more like Grady Jarrett, that big boy swag. And so he's ferocious in the trenches, and he carries that attitude with him, and you're looking for somebody that has that kind of temperament. You know what I mean? You looking for that. And so that's where he's different than your boy that just left, man. I to this day, I'm still pissed off that he didn't turn out. Zach Pickens had some great traits. He had more traits, better traits than Ron Dexter, but he just didn't have the dog in him. This guy had the dog. And so all those traits that you see on film, you can see them coming to life. He's not going to shy away from nothing. He is going to meet every opportunity and every, whatever is in front of him, all the adversity, he's going to meet it with ferocity, man. Grayson Halton is a piece out there.
Yeah. I kind of feel the same way that you do. He can be explosive, high pad level, but he gets gassed pretty quickly. That is something to be considered with your D tackles, right? Definitely want a D tackle with as much motor as possible and or a really good rotation. I don't know who they've signed or who they're going to sign with respect to that D line right now. So I don't know, man. I've selected Grayson Halton a couple of times to this squad, but the more film I've watched, the more I'm like, that's me. That's my take on Grayson Halton.
All right, before we get to the next guy, man, I'm gonna give y'all a chance to, because I tried to tell you all, and I ain't talking about you two guys. I'm talking about the No Maniacs, Super No Maniacs. How many times did you hear me say that Maxx Crosby ain't really a fit in the 4-3 front? How many times? And I kept telling y'all, man, he's a great football player and great DN, but he's not a DN for our front.
You think that's why he's not here?
Oh, trust me when I tell you, if he was a fit for Dennis Allen's scheme, they would have gave up them picks. He'd be a Bear.
I don't think that was
I'm telling you that's the case.
I don't think that was the problem.
That is the case. He's 240 pounds, bro.
Probably. Well, didn't they get outbid?
That's what I believe the situation is.
Dog, no.
The Ravens are giving up. The Ravens suck this year, which is just crazy because I think most of us had them as potentially the Super Bowl champions. I don't know what happened, but end of the day, they sucked, and they've got the 11th pick in this year's draft, which is pretty wild and crazy.
Lamar
he's 240 pounds.
That's 14 picks higher than what we're doing. So if we're giving up 2 1s and their one is 14 picks higher, we probably would have had to give another selection on top of that, which is just crazy.
Bare truth, man. He insists on he can't be a fit in a 4-3, not in this front, not the way Dennis Allen does. You just won't find a guy 240 pounds at his edge group, man. He's just not. He's just not.
But the way that Bears Twitter just had a meltdown, and it was like the offseason was over.
Oh,
it was done. It was like wait. It's like Foles didn't get Mad Max. It's done. Fire Foles.
It was. I'm so glad I wasn't on Twitter. I'm so glad. I hear y'all, Sharon. I'm just trying to give you perspective that, if you just need a pass rusher only in this defense, Maxx Crosby is not an every down pass rusher. He's not an every down edge rusher. That's just the nature of a 4-3 front. He's just not. They traditionally use bigger football players than Maxx Crosby. I'm sorry, man. I know it's not what you all think, but
wait, hold on, Nomad. Pete this though, kids. So Maxx Crosby got traded for, and so Bears Twitter had a universal meltdown, and then I was like, okay, 2 firsts. Oh yeah, that was expensive. Didn't want to pay that. All right, so let's go ahead and bring Khalil Mack home. We'll be good with that if you bring Mack home.
That's over.
And then Mack re-signs with
the Chargers, did he?
With the Chargers for $18 million guaranteed.
Damn.
And so that was off the table. And then there was another collective meltdown. It's like, we got to get Linderbaum. And it's like, wait a minute, we traded for a center. Oh shit, we not gonna get Linda Baum either. Oh, fire balls.
It's all good, is all I can say, man. It's all good. I just didn't expect Ron Post to make a big splash move. Like that's the only thing about it. He hasn't really done that yet, with the exception of trading the number 1 pick, which again, it was almost a no-brainer if you didn't want to select the quarterbacks in that draft, right? If you weren't impressed by these quarterbacks, you want to get out of that selection. He did.
But bruh, DJ, flip for a second. So that trade is still bearing fruit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So all now we have a second-round pick, and who knows what happens? But
fire.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. I just wanted to get that out there, but we got one other guy, man, the linebacker I wanted to talk about here real quick. This is Shad Banks Jr. Shad Banks Jr. is what his name is, out of UTSA, formerly of TCU, I believe. But this is top 3 to 5 linebackers in this draft to me, in my opinion. And he played primarily pretty much at middle linebacker while at UTSA. However, I do think his traits definitely say will linebacker, so he's versatile that way. But man, you want to talk about the thing I like about him is his react time, processing speed, and when he's ready to trigger, when he sees it, how fast he triggers on it. Really safe in coverage, really good in coverage, and you can tell that he works at that, because most linebackers just want to run and hit, and that's just their nature. That's why you're a linebacker, because you like to run and hit people. But you can tell that he's been working hard on the cerebral aspects of the game, and I can see it coming through in his game, watching his film. This is a very, very good linebacker, Trips and Kids. This guy not only reads it well, but his reaction speed to what he sees. And so reading the quarterback's eyes and knowing how the route concepts are developed and what's coming in this area, what's going on behind him, even though he can't see it, he knows good spatial awareness, very good spatial awareness. So he'll slide left or slide right doing his own concepts to really, really alter what the quarterback is seeing. Even though he doesn't know exactly what's going on back there, but he can tell by the eyes of the quarterback that he needs to kind of lean one way or the other. And you can see that in real time. You can see him thinking in real time. But I think the most impressive thing about Shad Banks Jr. is he's a leader, true blue leader on the football field. And the personality of the team kind of goes as he goes. And so you're talking about having to replace a linebacker. This dude, I don't know. I think more than likely he's definitely going to play a versatility of will and middle linebacker. But if I was coaching the team and I'm drafting Shad Banks Jr., I'm looking at him mostly as a will linebacker because the sideline to sideline speed, and when he sees it, how fast he closes on the ball is exceptional to me. Thumper as well. Shad Banks Jr. is, to me, top 3 to 5 linebackers in this draft. Easily to me.
What do you say? I haven't had the chance to look at Shad Banks yet. Let's see.
Oh yeah, we did Red Murdoch, I think maybe a week ago, Barlissimo. But shout out to Barlissimo. I hadn't seen you in so long, bro. I miss you.
Yo, blessings, Barlissimo. Hopefully all.
Wait, when you say one of the top linebackers, you like him better than Jefferson?
Yeah, overall, yeah. Overall, I think Jefferson is. I think he's specifically a will linebacker. I think Shad Banks Jr. is that versatility that can go from middle to will linebacker. And if need be, go play some, because the way he thumps, he can go play Sam if he needs to. But you want a bigger guy because Shad Banks is only 6'1", 230. So he's going to be that between, I don't know, between will and middle. Yeah, he's not Sam linebacker. You want a bigger guy. I think he's top 3 to 5. I think he's better than most of the linebackers I've seen in the draft. I want to say top 3, but I'm still in the process as we speak. But man, he's good. Shad Banks Jr. is a stud.
Hmm.
Hey, I hear you, Bellissimo. He said I got family stuff going on too. Shout out to King Booker World who just jumped up in here. Hey, any thoughts on kids? Did you get a chance to look at him a little bit?
I'm taking a peek. He's a really decent piece. The only question I have is just with respect to length. That's it. He's got really good instincts, man. He gets after the ball. He's pulling interceptions here. He's got no fear of making a tackle, breaking on a ball, or breaking on a player. He'll punch the ball out. He's got some decent skills, but I think for me, the thing that jumps out the most about him isn't imposing size, speed, or athleticism. It's actually just flat out instincts. He seems to have a good feeling as to where that ball is either going or where the player is going.
Man, it's got great linebacker traits.
Yeah.
And both, fitting the run and making sure he's present in the run game like a big dog. But what I've seen throughout this whole season is him get better and better and more comfortable in coverage.
He's good in coverage, man.
Yeah.
There's a couple of really nice interceptions. And when I mean nice, he's not, he's reading the eyes of the quarterback and getting in that lane. And it's really just him alone making that play,
All right.
I appreciate it. He's all right.
I think he's really good, man. I think he's just going to get better and better. He gets around good coaching, good players, and Chicago has that. And I think the ceiling is high for Shad Banks Jr. I really do, man. But that's Shad Banks Jr. out of UTSA, 6'1", 230 pounds. But the next guy I'm about to get to, and we can fight. I don't care. We see each other in the street and we can fight about it. But I truly think that when you got to replace DJ Moore, and not because of just we got to replace DJ Moore, I think Jeremy Bernard is the most complete receiver in this draft. I think he's the best receiver in this draft. I'm just going to give it a little context. He's he's at Alabama with, pretty much the receiver, everybody, all the media pundits are saying that the best receiver in the country. He's getting all the hype, and that's Ryan Williams, number 2 for Alabama. But I'm telling you, week in, week out, and I pay attention to a lot of Alabama football. I'm always watching those players at Alabama, Georgia, these schools like that, but in particular Alabama. I think Jeremy Bernard, he is absolutely, let me make sure I got this right. He's 6'1", 205 pounds or so. If you're gonna move on from a DJ Moore, what can you get that can replace the attributes that DJ Moore brought to the table? Which is why I brought up these 2 receivers. But I think Jerry Bernard is the best receiver in this draft. And people will fuss and talk about the Notre Dame receiver and some of these other guys out there. And I can understand those arguments, but this guy is complete. He not only will tear you up in the mid game, short area, getting the ball, he turns into a running back. But little key nugget about Jeremy Bernard that a lot of people don't know about, he was a quarterback in high school. And so he can throw the ball as well. He can line up at Wildcat and tear your defense up. He can line up at running back and tear your defense up. But the trait that Ben Johnson is going to like about him is that he's a former quarterback and he's got a good arm, an accurate one too. Many times I've seen him get reverses and throw that ball down the field, and he's smart too. He knows when to tuck that thing and run, because most, guys that get in a reverse, they want to get a chance to throw a touchdown. So they're going to throw it regardless of how good the coverage is down the field. But because he's smart, because he's a former quarterback, he knows when he doesn't see what he needs to see, and he knows to tuck that ball and make a play out of it. Jerry Bernard, and again, we can fight, is the best receiver in this draft, and I'll put my name on that. And if you want to replace DJ Moore, Jeremy Bernard should be at the top of Ben Johnson's echelon, because he brings the exact same traits to the game as DJ Moore. I just say he probably has a little bit better hands than DJ Moore.
Sorry, wasn't ready for you to stop there. Taking a look at, I got to check out his 40 time. He plays fast,
very fast.
I just need to see what it actually sort of looked like, and then I'll say, nah, he plays faster than it. Where's he at?
I think I Flex. I do think Ja'Day Walker is going to play a role. I don't know.
I hope he does, man. I hope this really opens
to DJ's role. He's going to play a role.
Yeah, I would like to know, what does anybody think about Mr. White Chocolate, J.P. Richardson? He was a college a dog, as you put it, and they've been developing him on the practice squad all season, and he actually got a few special teams reps there at the end of the season. So they've been bringing him along. Do you think he plays any kind of role going forward in that room?
I do, but I'm just, because we got this image on the screen. I'm gonna take this down in a second. We can get to that, Trips.
Oh, okay. All right.
Jeremy Bernard, I'm telling you guys, I don't see a weakness in this football player. Not only do I not see weakness, I see tough and I see dog. Take shots, get up from every single one of them, and he's at his best when the game is at its highest. So the higher the competition goes, the more this guy raises his level. And I think he took some personal pride in everybody talking about Ryan Williams, and he's playing like, you don't see me here. I'm telling you, Jeremy Bernard is the most complete receiver in this draft. And I like Malachi Fields. I like this guy better because of what we just lost in DJ Moore.
So I can't go out on a limb and say that I've scouted this year's crop of wide receivers. Again, given the place where we're drafting and the fact that we drafted wide receivers pretty high the last two drafts in a row, I kind of doubt they'll go high with a wide receiver. They may get a wide receiver, but I doubt they'll go high. This guy's in a decent enough spot where we could potentially get him. He's an impressive prospect, man. Like, especially in comparison to the one wide receiver we've seen today already with Malachi.
Much more complete receiver.
He's not just a complete receiver, but as a playmaker, he's a bit of a different thing. Like how can I explain this? To a certain degree, Makai was a running back as well when he gets the ball in his hands. So is this guy, but he'll moss you, right? Like he'll also,
short area burst is exceptional, isn't it?
His short area burst is crazy, and again, it looks like, they clocked him at a 4.8, nothing super special. It does not, when he gets the ball in his hand and he puts the acceleration on it, don't look like no 4.8 to me.
And that's a shame. That's probably why, a lot of people might be down on him, but you definitely don't see 4.8 on the freaking field at all.
No, maybe when he's just sort of running a route, but once the ball's in his hand, he will make room for himself, and that's kind of crazy. The other guy, he's got a really nice way of kind of creating something out of nothing, but this guy does too. So like very similar players in my opinion at the end of the day, both of them, but Bernard's a wide receiver, quote unquote. Like he's got a much more complete route tree, much cleaner routes. And again, he will go up and battle you in the air and win. Kind of an interesting wide receiver.
I think he's been an NFL receiver in college for 2 years.
I wouldn't argue with that. The way that I'm like what I'm seeing right now, that's what I'm seeing too. He's got a lot of NFL readiness, in my opinion. It's a good way to put it.
He is, man. Jeremy Bernard is like the truth for me. I'm critical when I'm watching tape, because I probably sound overly optimistic when I speak, because I look at more of the positives and not always looking for negative stuff. But even if you look for it with Jeremy Bernard, I've been in his tape off and on again for the last 2 years. and back and forth, looking at him and seeing how he played against this guy, how he played against that guy. The guy steps up. He's not only a weapon, but he is really, really reliable. The guy that they look for when the game was on the line to make a play is 9 times out of 10 number 5, and that's Jeremy Bernard. The guy is ready to be a star on the next level in the NFL. And Chicago Bears get this guy in place of DJ Moore. DJ Moore will be quickly forgotten in the city of Chicago because this guy is ready. He can bring a lot to the table.
So Paul Martin, no, he ran a 4.48, not a 4.8, which again is middle of the pack speed as far as wide receivers are concerned. Coming out this year, 4.48, as in 4.5. Say what?
And that's middle of the pack to you?
I'm not the police. I'm looking at the list.
You're
gonna run a 4 for anything.
It's not about me, brother. I'm not a wide receiver.
I think you run a 4 for anything on a moped. Shit.
Hey man, 4.2 or bust.
I'm talking about what you.
Everybody ain't no 4.2. Those guys are rare.
If you look at the wide receivers in this year's draft, I'm just gonna go from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12
before you go.
He's the bottom 12 in the 40 in this year's combine. Which again, 40 ain't everything.
Before you go there, let me say this, man. And I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just talking about in general, fans in general, who are, let's just say, lazy about going to look at the film, and this is their measuring stick for how good a receiver is and what he can bring to the table. They think a 40-yard dash really means something. It don't mean shit.
Well, that's what I've been saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I've been saying. I'm saying if you watch the player on the field, it doesn't look like a 4.48. It doesn't look like he's playing by any means slower than anybody else you might see out there. Looks pretty effective on the ground. He knows what to do with the football when it's in his hands.
I just wonder why, first thing when you start talking receivers and shit like that, why people just go to their 40-yard times. And I'm just like,
fast.
Just turn the goddamn on tape on, man.
There's a reason for it, man. And like,
no, not really. There's no reason for that.
Really?
You're lazy. Don't want to watch the tape.
No, there's a reason. And the reason is that if you run a 4.26 and you're the highest touted guy in the game this year, odds are folks are going to be looking at you. If you run a 4.28, people are going to be a little bit more interested because, again, that's pretty damn fast. So those top speed guys to a certain degree are going to get looked at.
You try to listen to me, just listen to Barrelissimo.
What's he saying?
It don't mean shit.
Of course it don't mean shit, but it does have at least a little bit of an understanding with respect to why folks are going to look at you. They're then going to take a closer look. If you come in as just a regular mocked guy, and you know, you might be listed a little bit higher up, and then you burn down 4.22. Like, where was Xavier Worthy last year?
Well, I get it.
Or 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Xavier Worthy broke a record, and next thing you know, the Kansas City Chiefs are trading up to get themselves some Xavier Worthy.
I hear you, because they had a specific need. They
needed somebody to take the top off, and they got a guy to take the top off.
I'm just talking about. I think we have a diverse group of supporters that support all what we do, man. And I try to elevate them. And we got some guys that are diverse and know football right here in the chat talking tonight. I'm trying to help elevate it. And I don't want people to cheat the game and go just look at, PFF stats and 40-yard times, RAS scores, and think that's the measurement of a football player. What I'm always insistent about is trying to get the people that support what we do. And the reason why you come here all the time is because you like how we give you the detail about these guys. And we ain't just looking at whether the guy's green in his RAS score, yellow, red, whatever it is, or he didn't run this or didn't run that in the 40-ounce the 40-yard dash, because that tends to be the stuff that people want to look at when they don't want to watch tape. And tape ain't for everybody. I'm just saying to you guys, you're better than that. don't be measuring nobody based off of these things.
Well, you should. You're right. You, like even if you do look at the 40 time, you should be zeroing in on, can they run a route tree? What are they? Can they get separation? Like these are things that you can't get from just 40 time. You have to actually go out there and look at the tape. My simple point is that, sorry, Mr. Bryant here is saying that every receiver that's broken, the record, the 40 time record, has basically been a bust in the NFL, and that's factual. Mind you, they were all overdrafted as well. Right? Like highly overdrafted. So I'm saying from a draft perspective, some of these guys would put up these great numbers in the combine may wind up going a little bit higher than a Jeremy Bernard, which bodes well for us potentially selecting a Jeremy Bernard. So follow me. You know what I'm saying? Like follow me. I'm not saying it's the end all be all determination or judgment factor for who's going to be the best wide receiver in this class. I'm saying what it is a metric that teams will use potentially to drill down and then make a draft selection on their board.
That just comes to, where you can justify drafting a guy, kind of basically. But let me tell you, take it from me. There's people out here that have podcasts and have, platforms, and no disrespect to them. And then there's other people that do this shit. What people know about the Nomad Network is we do this shit. It's like what we do around here. Like I'm never gonna cheat you guys with a breakdown. I'm never ever gonna do that. Ever. I just refuse to do that. I'm gonna give you the details. And that's what some people come and watch a show like this to get. And some people looking for this stuff to make them excited, whatever they're thinking about, confirmation of it. So, we're not here for that. We're here to give you the detail. And that's what we're good at over here, man. We ain't gonna cheat you. So that being said, man, that's the college guys, man. And you know what? From here, I'm a kind of be the middleman in between you and Triple R as y'all get this thing cooking, man. Ready to go?
Ready, Trips?
Yeah. All right. So what we are doing, we are utilizing the platform of Stick to the Model to do an off-season mock draft. So we are doing the Bears and I guess who's doing the who's the GM, kids?
So I'm GMing tonight, bro. So we'll go through it as needed. Nomad will be our player personnel specialist, and we'll run it down the line. So you can click on the big old shy, and we can start things up. Fire this puppy up.
All right. So now, right now, we are looking at cap up here of what is that? 26 million. Is that what that says? I can't read the.
I was just gonna say, neither can I. So can you maybe
no, it's a
little bit for my blind ass? That might help a little bit.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
It's not a maximize. Zoom in. Yeah, you got it.
Is that a little bit better? All right. So now up here, our depth chart, our moves. And then also a new thing that I don't know if people are aware of, but like, let's say you want to change your depth chart, you can click on a player and adjust them. So now we can see at center, they already have Bradbury here on the roster. And on defense, Tremaine is gone. And so you see the holes here in linebacker as well as on the defensive front. So where would you like to start?
So this has been updated to some degree. It looks like DJ's gone and Garrett is there. I'm glad you clicked on that. So let's just look at. Well, we don't want to restructure him. Let's go to all. Stay to all. Let's restructure Montez Sweat, please. Need more money.
Is Jalen going in
Go back to that trip, undo and go back. Click on actual the green instead of the purple. Yeah. We've got how many years left in his contract right now?
2, it looks like.
Perfect. Let's just re-sign this brother to 19 mil. Get us a couple of bucks back. He'll be here for 2 more years.
Send it.
Yeah. Send.
All right. So now you got 38 million in green cap, which I can see much better.
Okay, let's go to Joe Tooney.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's got 2 more years as well. Same green. Joe Tooney, not Jalen. Yeah, there you go. Click on 2 years. What's this man's age?
He's
okay. Perfect.
Joe Tooney's 33.
Perfect. So that gives him 4 years. He'd be maxing out at 37 years old. That's crazy madness. Okay, forget this.
Real quick, kids. Let me interrupt. Thank you to Philly Mike, who just jumped in here. Thank you to all the No Maniacs that it gets any breaking news. Let us know in the chat. He's saying that Mike Evans has signed with the New York Giants per Adam Schefter.
Damn. Okay.
Daniel Hardy was re-signed too. I don't know if y'all saw that on the ticker.
Daniel Hardy? Yes. Yeah, we mentioned that there earlier. So actually, don't extend or restructure Joe Tooney. Just restructure Joe Tooney. We'll take the dead cap hit. Purple. Yeah. Go ahead. I can't have him here at 37 years old. That's if he's still here, we're in big trouble. Deo Dangbo can't even do it. Jonah Jackson, I could do it with Jonah. Let's click Jonah, extend and re-up. He is
28.
That's spread over 5 years, 28. That would leave him at 32 years old. That's fine by me. What's the savings? Just scroll down here. Yeah. Saves 8.5 million. That's fine by me. Extend and restructure.
54 million.
Kyler Gordon got a 3-year deal. 15 mil dead.
I'll tell you one thing, they got a real good deal on Kyler because his homeboy Trent McDuffie just got a 124 million out of the Rams.
Jeez.
I know.
Caleb Williams, TJ Edwards, Cole Kmet. Click on extend and restructure.
Of who?
Cole Kmet. Scroll down to the bottom for me, please. What am I saving here? 2.1 million. No, cancel. Not worth it. We're cutting DeAndre Swift. Sorry, bud. Sorry, fans.
I think they would have done that beforehand.
I think so too, but this is me as a GM. If Monday rolls around, just saying, he wouldn't be on my squad. Extend Stevenson, Leo Factor says. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but I am going to find a way to keep Deshaun Wright. Tell you that much. But maybe we extend Stevenson. We're just going to go down to let's Darnell Wright actually green.
I think Sharon Collins is right. I think you got to find a way to trade.
Oh, you know what's up, Sharon Collins? That's happening, bro. You know, shout out to CHGO Carm and Shorty over at BCP. Your boy's getting traded tonight. I'm gonna scroll down, see what the savings is here. I don't think I'm gonna give him 4 years. Cost for $4 million more. That's not terrible. Scroll up So this is 4 years of Darnell Wright.
Yep.
Cost me $4 million plus what? 17 out of what I just saved. Screw it, we'll do it later. That's actually not a bad deal. You're getting traded, pal. Garrett Bradbury. Let's restructure this. See what we can do.
I'm seeing that, Cornell. That was cap.
Sorry, my bad. Extend restructure. What's bad cap?
That Mike Evans news was some bullshit.
Yeah.
Even and that, also that Franklin Myers news might have been some bullshit too. I've seen no sign of.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either because he's that can't happen till tomorrow, and I haven't seen anything else about it online or anything about it actually.
Make sure you're getting it from because I'm upgrading, man. I'm upgrading Sarah. I'm upgrading, man. We're getting Kenneth Walker 3 or bust. It'll cost us $3 million more. Scroll down. So this cost 0.2 more to extend Garrett Bradbury for 1 year. Click on 2 years for me and take a look at what that looks like there. So that's 3 years total. We're going to go 1 year. It's fine.
I don't know why.
Restructure.
I don't know, y'all.
Tyron Santos, Luther Burden, Josh Blackwell, Ozzie Trapelo. Let's go to Tariq. See what we can do with Tariq.
Do what?
Extend and restructure. Tariq don't want the world. We ain't getting it tonight. $1.3 million difference. $5.4 million cap hit. For how long? For 4 years. That's not a bad deal. Scroll down. $5.4 million cap hit.
Let me give a little shout out to everybody. Hey, you are watching the Nomad Network, Kids of Canuck, and Sports Chicago style. Please hit the subscribe on all 3 channels. We are all live right now on multiple different platforms. And this is the last mock offseason, simulated offseason of the offseason, man. This is the last chance we'll get to do that because free agency is live and in effect. So you guys enjoy the show, man. We're trying to do it the best we can tonight.
I think I extended restructured Tariq Stevenson at these numbers. That's fine.
I got $60
million. That's cool. Keep scrolling down. Show all 51. Roschon Johnson cut. Keep going down. Are you sure? You're gonna love it when it's finished, brother. You're gonna love it. Trust me. Terrell Smith, extend. See if we can get him at a dirty cheap price tag because we need corners. 4 years. $2.5 million cap hit. Cost us 1.3 more. That is really not bad. We're gonna leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. Deion Hankins cut. Dallas Flowers cut. Johnny Garvin cut. Nikolai the Great cut. Mo Alexander cut.
Yeah, you got some smart asses in the chat, boy.
Carlos Dunze too. Damn, y'all raw with Odunze, man. They're raw with Odunze. I'm not that. I'm a believer. I'm a bigger believer in Luther Burden, but it is what it is. Keep scrolling down.
I love it in the chat. Y'all keep it coming, man.
Britton Brown cut. Jamry Chroma cut. Javarius Owens cut. Luke Elkin. Yeah. He didn't even have a position. You just
He's
making
a long snapper.
How many long snappers we need on this team?
Well, at least 2. And right now,
all right, sure. You're on the practice squad, boss. Kadir Ishmael cut, and Dante Manning cut. And Dominique Hampton cut. And Jeremiah Martin cut.
Bro, you shouldn't have cut Dominique Hampton.
Tough. I'll get another corner. We're good.
He's not a corner.
He's a safety. I'll get another safety. I'm getting safeties.
Oh man.
Right now I just need money to do what I need to do. So let's move over to cut his ass. Let's go to trades, shall we, sir? Tooney cut. No, I'm teasing. What do we got here? What's going on? I sent pick 89 for what? Kobe Parkinson.
You know what I just cut? You know what I just cut today?
The cheese?
No. my 10-year-old pickup truck, man. That was my baby.
Oh, you got rid of it?
I let it go for a little bit of nothing, man.
Sorry, scroll up a little bit. Oh, Tony Pollard, maybe. Okay, so Giants want to give us Dexter Lawrence for a second round pick. That's not super crazy, but let's see if we can get a second for Tyson in a minute. We'll come back to that one. Or maybe we get a second for Cole Kmet. Let's move Cole Kmet. Accept the Rams. Sorry, Chargers. Accept that.
What about Philly?
Is it better? 54?
Yeah, and then you get this from Carolina.
83, 119, 157. I still like the 54 better. So I could trade back with 54 and get money, or trade the 54 straight up to get Dexter Lawrence, right?
So 54.
Hold on. Keep scrolling down. Just let me see them all. Vita Vea's on the take. Tyson Campbell's on the take. Keep Cole. He's offering me a second round pick, Barlissimo. I'm taking a second round pick for Cole Kmet for sure. We just traded DJ Moore for a second round pick.
And he's gonna come crying to me about the tight ends in the draft.
Why would I do that? I got Colson Loveland. I'll just get a couple of later round tight ends because they're not starting. Tony Pollard, is that the last one?
Yep.
129 for Tony Pollard. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're getting
Leo says fire you, man, for not taking the Dexter Lawrence deal.
I'm trying to make it so that we stay with our you know what I'm saying? We stay with a 2. So we're gonna trade Cole to Philly.
Okay, slow down, fellas, because y'all ain't letting the cat see what's going on here. So you're moving pretty fast, man.
We're gonna trade why is this one 82 and the other one 89?
I agree, y'all. Tight end is very important, man. And we got 2.
Don't you worry, man. I'll get us a tight end. I'll get us another tight end. Second round picks. Like I'm fixing the D line with Dexter Lawrence right now. So let's especially with John Franklin Myers gone, this is exactly what we want. So we're gonna do the Chargers. We're gonna do the Chargers. And then we're gonna accept Dexter Lawrence. Restructure. Extended restructure would be fine. Oh, you can't. Yeah. So undo. Yeah, do it again. Pick up Dexter Lawrence.
It's not here.
Refresh. Okay, fine.
Nope.
Damn it.
Try to move on big boy from Tennessee.
Just gonna do it manually.
I see the chats, y'all. I'm just trying to stay
Which
out.
one?
I'm just trying to
57.
I'm just trying to keep some of the chats off the screen so they can see what they're doing and you can see what they're doing. But keep them coming. I'm
Now,
reading.
what do you want to do?
So I want to extend. So what's this man? 28. We're gonna give him a 4-year deal. Scroll down. Oh no, go back up. Sorry, my bad. My bad. So this is 6 years. We didn't need him for 6 years necessarily. 3 years is fine. Back down one. Scroll down. Save $7.9 million. Let's do that extended restructure. Cool. Traded Cole. It's unfortunate. We've added some hype on that line. Well, yeah, thank you, man. Let's test out the Tyson Bagent situation. Where can we send Tyson Bagent? How about Atlanta?
Well, we'll see if they're
You're gonna put him in on the trade block?
and see if there are any offers just straight up for him. And they're not. So
Okay.
we go to there, we go to here, we go to add a player. It's easier just to go to quarterback agent. So we need any particular team in mind?
Let's go Pittsburgh Steelers. Get them out of the division.
They need a quarterback and they have cap space.
Let's ask for a number 2. Let's go with pick 53. You know what?
It's in the red over here, so that's a no.
Okay. Let's go 3rd rounder. Which is still gonna be rough.
What is that, 76?
Yeah.
And that's still way over in the red.
Okay. Screw Pittsburgh. Let's go somewhere else. Who needs a quarterback? The Atlanta Falcons. Oh, snap. You know who needs a? Oh man, I can't do that one. I won't even try that. Let's go 7. Yeah.
Way in the red.
Really? No love for him no more.
Still way over here in the red.
Does Arizona have a quarterback? I feel like they picked somebody up.
No.
We're gonna go to Arizona. We're gonna try for a 2nd-round pick here.
You got Arizona, you got Miami.
Way over in the red.
Yeah. Let's try Miami.
Oh yeah, let's see if. Nope, not even interested.
Strange, because I've done this particular trade on this app, and it's usually
Did it give you green?
Yeah, usually real good too.
Nope, no movement. Negative movement.
Nobody wants a number 2 for you.
That's a 3rd. Not interested.
Who's left? Who else needs a quarterback out there? Not even a 5? Damn. Tyson? What the F happened to you? Vegas gonna draft. No, they ain't gonna give up a 2nd-round pick for that though. The only other place that needs a quarterback, but I'm willing to trade him, is Minnesota. You know who it was.
Yeah, that's it. No
dice.
You see, if Quasi was there, he'd give you a 1st and a 3rd.
They had to fire Quasi first, man. You know what I mean?
No interest.
No interest. No love for Tyson Bagent. As much as I was trying to get him the F out of D, look like we might be stuck. Indianapolis?
Oh no, they just
don't they have a quarterback now?
Yeah, Danny Dimes. They put the franchise tag on him, didn't they? Or they paid him or something.
Oh yeah, there's a spot. New Jersey.
Not interested.
No, really?
Yeah, you see all the way to the red.
Man, beggars can be choosers, man. There's a bunch of teams that don't have a quarterback. Oh, snap.
Yeah, T-Bag's getting no love.
No love for T-Bag, man. All right, I guess you're Tyson Bagent, you're a Chicago Bear. Nowhere else.
Anybody else you interested in trading?
No. I don't think we're getting anything for anybody else. So I'm good where I am. Let's go right into free agency. If not, take a look at
here's something that you might, I don't know how realistic it is,
okay,
but it kind of is, because it's the system, right? It's the system, right?
Kids, make sure you sign.
Oh, okay. Anything out there? Nothing?
Sign a tight end or so.
I bet you we could get him. Oh, snap. Don't worry, I'll get you a tight end. Relax. I'll get you a tight end.
You don't want to have to go into the draft looking for that.
Okay. I'll probably do both though. So this is a great move. Love this idea. 104.
All right, so you get offers. What we have here are, we just put in a player, and the system generates interest. So we're building trades, but it's the system that is building it. And the player selected is Grady Jarrett, and we have offers from Pittsburgh for pick number 99, Arizona for pick 104, New Orleans for picks 132 and 136, Houston for pick 106, and Seattle for pick number 96. Oh. Those are the offers for Grady Jarrett.
We're sending him to Pittsburgh. Wait a second now. Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Well, now Seattle's 96.
Yeah, but that's technically in the NFC, and I don't really want to see the guy again down the road.
Alrighty. So we are executing Grady Jarrett to Pittsburgh for pick number 99. Done. Yeah. Now, any other suggestions that you just want to see if there are any offers for?
You tried Deo Dangle right off the bat, so we'll leave that one alone.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Yeah, nothing there. No, I'm not interested in moving anybody else, really. The only other guy to check would be Tyreek Stevenson. Or the check.
No.
Nothing. Cool. Okay, let's go into free agency.
Now this has already been done, so we don't have to do that. Now, Jordan McFadden, do you want to tender?
Yeah, tender Jordan.
All right, so confirmed. Daniel Hardy was already confirmed. Now, do you want to go by position, or how do you want to handle free agency? You have $77 million right now to spend, and if you take a real quick look at your roster, you need a QB3, and the only running back on the roster is Manangai. Wide receivers are Dunze, White Chocolate, Darth Burton, and Jade Walker. Now you still have, for some reason on this roster, which it shouldn't, it should only be Loveland, I believe, but they still got Komet there. And then on the defense, you got no safeties and a couple holes at linebackers and corner and D-line.
We'll ignore Cole Komet's presence on this roster sheet. I don't know what's up with that. We're just going to scroll down here and take a look at Chicago Bears. So we're re-signing Kevin Byard right away. Kevin Byard is 33. Give him a two-year. Make this offer. Boom. Yeah. We're going to click on Tremaine Edmonds. What's the offer? 10 mil a year?
Stay with the flow, kids. You got to get rid of them.
I'm just looking at the numbers. At 10 mil, it's a good deal, but we'll walk away for now. DeMarco Jackson resign. That's crazy.
What is crazy? You seem a little perplexed.
It's
$500,000 cheaper than Tremaine.
That's what's crazy.
But you got to play it how it's coming to you, though, kid. You got to just be realistic as you can be. You know Tremaine's not going to be here, so you got to do something else. I don't know that you can.
At this number, I would probably.
I don't think you sign DeMarco Jackson at this price range. I think you go to other linebackers.
This might be the case, so let's skip on both of them for now. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
You want to re-sign Chauncey Gardner-Johnson
at safety? Yeah, why not? How much?
5.4 mil.
Okay, put a pin on that. We'll come back to Chauncey at 5.4. Okay. We're gonna skip over Billings, Joe Trianca, skip over Chris Williams, skip over OZ, skip over Devin Duvernay. Let's re-sign Devin Duvernay. Yeah, do that for sure. I probably would have even given him another year. Dom Robb, doubtful. Nick McLeod, doubtful. Nashawn Wright, I want Nashawn Wright here. Let's see what we can get him at. If that's the number for Nashawn Wright, give him a 3-year deal. Let's go.
No, you can't force a deal, man.
It didn't say force it?
No, I'm just reading the chat, Leo.
You, in some cases, you can. I'm not going to do that, though. Elijah Hicks. Those numbers are good, and we'll need some depth. Personally, I like Elijah Hicks. Let's do it. How old? 27. I'm going to give him a 2-year deal at that number. Confirm. Doesn't look like Schomburg's coming back. I would not be re-signing Ryan Bates. Durham Smythe, maybe. No. Man, I might bring back John Owens, but not this minute. Jalen Reeves, maybe. No. Scott Daly, yes. Re-sign Scott Daly, please. Yeah, that's fine. It's all the money you're getting out of the Chicago Bears, boss. Okay, let's go to. I know, and his numbers are great, Barelissimo. I think I'm going to be coming back to Elijah Hicks as well. But let me see what I can do in free agency here first before I commit to that.
$58 million to spend.
Yeah, we look pretty decent right now, and I think that's who one of my safeties are going to be here as well, right? So let's go to tight end first because everybody cry about tight end. Harrison Bryant is a nice piece, man. At those numbers, that's crazy. How old is he? 20 what?
Yeah, I had to go to the top there. Wait, but before we get back down to Harrison, just take a look.
Dallas Goedert, Travis Kelce, Jonnu Smith, Cade Otton, Isaiah Likely, big money, David Njoku. Press that button, sir. We're getting David Njoku for 2 years.
Yeah, I think he traded Cole Kmet.
I did, but I'm not sure if it actually went through. We'll fix that shortly. Confirm that.
That's just the simulator telling you out your goddamn mind. So that's why I went down.
Really? No,
yeah.
If you say so.
That's crazy. There's no chance in shit they're gonna do that right now unless somebody give them something outrageous.
Brother, I just got you David Njoku.
David Njoku ain't Cole Kmet.
No, he's not. And vice versa. I got him for peanuts.
Yeah, Harrison is 28.
I think I'm good with what we just did with Njoku. I'm probably going to get another tight end in here later on. But as for this minute, let's look at other things.
Hey, by the way, even though it won't show up in this simulator, I think Rashawn Gary is going to end up on the market. And I love that player at Green Bay.
Let's go to left tackle, please. Hold on.
Patrick saying you got to sign you some run stuffers, baby boy.
Well, I just got Dexter Lawrence. I might need a couple more. I'm definitely going to draft at least one.
Probably need to make sure you re-sign Braxton Jones too.
Dexter Lawrence, Shamar Turner. We're doing okay over there. So what can we do at left tackle? So definitely not doing the Larry Bourne thing. That's wild and crazy fair.
Right.
McGovern, no 17.
Rasheed Walker's out there. Wow.
Yeah, that might be who it winds up being, but I don't need.
What's his price though?
Like 15 mil.
16.
16 mil.
Yeah, 15.9.
Again for 14 or 12. But he's going to be rich out there.
I don't want.
Sean Gary's only like 28 years old, Leo. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Maybe not even that old.
What do you think of Makai Becton?
I think he's a nice piece if you need a guard.
I'm looking at him for tackle.
No. Absolutely not.
And that's what I need to know. Cushenberry. Well, there's a guy that I'm really aiming for, and that's Cam Robinson. Oh, Dylan. 12 minutes.
You mind if I give you some personnel advice here?
Go for it. You're going to say Josh Nyman is what you're going to say. So let's do both.
Josh Nyman, number one. Number two, Rasheed Walker is another one. Also, go scroll up a little bit. There's options here. Rob Havenstein. I think he's a guard.
I think I know what I'm doing.
All right, go ahead, man.
I think I'm going to go with Cam Robinson and Josh Nyman at the position. We have a little bit of depth that I can trust for the year while Ozzie gets better. Cam Robinson gets a 1-year deal at $6 million.
Now, question. Would you have any different plans if, let's say, the medicals weren't positive for Ozzie coming back?
That's why I'm getting two right. Billion. You'll see what I'm doing. So 1 year for him. Yeah. Go down to Josh Nyman. 2 years for Josh Nyman. So we're going to develop Josh Nyman regardless. Cam starts for the season.
30.
Still make sure that he's all right and good to go next season to take over the role.
Man, they even start growing.
I said he's 30.
I heard what you said.
Wait, so who can take over the role?
So he can take over the role from Cam Robinson this season. Cam is our linchpin. He's holding down the fort this year.
I heard all the news about Taylor Decker. Yeah,
Josh Nyman is our backup. Let's go. He's our swing. Yeah.
That man Trips think 30 years old is old. That's almost as bad as kids. When I give a good ass take, he just comes with something negative, and right after that, it's obviously like the dopest tape ever, and then kids will come right behind and say, "Uncle Nick's dead," just out of nowhere.
I don't know who Uncle Nick is, but some of your takes is dead.
You don't want to bring Tav back?
No chance. I'm good with offensive line for this moment, unless we can really like scroll down we just got the center, and we have Newman that we could potentially. Okay. I'm good at the O-line. Let's move on. We're gonna go to We're going to go to linebacker. Let's go right up to the top. Not that far, but yeah.
Keep rising to the top.
You get old as soon as you start growing teeth. You get old at trips.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe Dean.
Front end of the career, ascending, not back end.
Devin White, pace. Demario Davis. Click on Demario Davis for me, please.
I think, did Zach Sanborn get hurt?
Oh, my bad. He's 37. My bad.
Oh, he just got outplayed and got his job too.
He was a Flus thing, right? And Flus is gone.
Flus, he ended up not playing. I don't know if he got hurt.
Oh, maybe.
He ended up not being a starter.
Okay, Mohamed Diabate. Let's make an offer for him.
Mohamed Diabate is a bowler.
3 years. You know what? Make it 5 years.
Boy, you should ask him for some advice, boy.
Why, you have a problem with Mohamed Diabate?
No, you just running through it.
So now if they don't match, you got to give them a second?
Well, feel free to speak up and give advice. No, if they don't, it's just whether they match or not. I don't have to give anything.
I thought that the tender meant that if they put a tender on somebody,
that tender is not a tag, right? So this is the same thing that we did with Amos, and the Packers signed him to a tender. We would have to match that tender to keep him. Same thing that happened with Ryan Bates the first time around. We offered him a tender, and the Bills matched it. So at 6.7, we're going to make the offer. 5 years, 25-year-old linebacker, accepted. We good. Let's get a little bit of veterancy here now. Man, yeah, this linebacker core is hurting, man. What do you think, Nomad?
At this point, I think you look at what'd you just pay Diabate?
$6 million
in 2 years. 6 million.
5-year term, $6 million
a piece.
Yeah,
I think you got to look at Quay Walker and you got to look at Anzalone.
Okay,
and also Bobby Okereke.
Okay, he's a bit. He's 30 though, but at 8. Go back. Okay, go now. Leave him alone. Go back down. You know what I'm saying, Bellissimo?
Hey, I'm trying not to talk, man. I'm not like I can't watch my boys go off a ledge, man.
I ain't going off no ledge. I'm doing great.
Okay.
So who did you just suggest? Anzalone. I hate this guy though, but
why is your feelings involved?
Because like sometimes, you know,
you gotta do the best thing for the team.
So you're trying to find every free agent that's 30?
The man is literally the best coverage linebacker in this goddamn class, and you worried about your feelings.
All right, so he's 32. So maybe we'll skip Anzalone. It's just he's dirty cheap. Sorry, scroll up for me, man. I spent a couple of bucks at the position here now. So I'm gonna ask the world this one. What do you guys want to do at linebacker? We can bring back DeMarco Jackson.
Quay Walker because he's a Packer.
No, I'm not signing Quay Walker because the number's basically the same as what we would get for the other two guys. How much of an upgrade do you feel Quay Walker is to Tremaine Edmonds?
In the run game, huge.
I mean, across the board. Is Quay Walker a better linebacker?
Tremaine is a little bit better coverage guy than Quay, but the margin ain't enormous. and Quay just a little bit shorter, so he ain't as long as Tremaine.
Okay.
But those are the differences.
So
And
I'm
overall, you're gonna get a better run stuffer, run fitter. You're gonna get a better than average cover guy. You're gonna get some foolishness that comes with Quay Walker, but he plays with an attitude that Tremaine never had.
It's like the numbers are the same. Leo factor. Oh, okay. If anybody else is a lot faster and more physical into the gaps, sounds like Quay Walker is going to be the winner here. Because I mean, we're talking about $1 million difference between a Quay Walker upgrade, a re-signing of Tremaine, or a re-signing of DeMarco Jackson.
And he's young.
I agree with you
Quay
guys.
is coming out of his first contract, and that's
I agree with you guys.
They always target the guy that's coming out of his first contract.
All right, let's go up to Quay Walker. We're going to sign Quay Walker. We're going to give him a 3-year. That's fine at 10. Whew.
Him and DeMarco would be absolutely horrifying to defenses.
Okay. I think that's what
DeMarco ain't on this team.
Yeah, we couldn't sign him. He outpriced himself.
Yeah. Either way. So that's fine. Let's go to so we signed one safety. We need another one.
You only got $29 million.
Yeah, we're getting low on the totem pole here.
Hey kids, I don't mean to give you hell, but somebody's got to be an asshole here about how you're moving.
It's usually you.
You need one asshole around you.
Say what now?
You need at least one asshole around you so you don't.
Yeah, then that's usually you. So where are you going with this?
I'm just keeping you where you need to be. That's all.
All right. Let's go to safety, please.
You were usually an asshole though.
Of course you would say that. Chauncey, at 5'4", I got to bring back Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, y'all, for sure.
Yeah, he's almost 30. Why not?
What price? What's it? This? Okay.
You're not going to look and see who else is available?
Well, I'm going to draft. I need veterancy on this team, and I'm going to draft.
You got to get that price down, man. You got to bring that price down.
Why don't we see who else is available?
Safety, he's only 5'7". That's not very expensive.
No, you got to. If you can bring him down, kids, you the king at trying to lowball somebody. Come on, man.
That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to get.
You did not like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
But he played well on my football team, man. He's an just like Anzalone. If I signed him and he played well, maybe
get him down $1 million to see if that works.
You would rather have Chauncey Gardner over Cook?
No.
The numbers there are better too. Look at Cam Curl's numbers, but
he already re-signed.
He's been signed. Okay. Let's go with Cook then. Let's go with Cook. That's Cook. The numbers are pretty close. Let's do it.
Years?
3 years is fine.
Hey, y'all, I'm mourning right now. I just got rid of my baby, man, my truck. It's hurting. I love that girl.
I did a lot of cutting already. So we're going to go back. We're going back to cap management, please.
Yeah, you did a whole lot of cutting.
I did. I may have to do a little bit more. We're going to go to Jalen Johnson. We're going to restructure Jalen Johnson, not extend.
I'm hurting, Dante. I'm telling y'all. I let family get it for a little bit of nothing, man.
Straight up restructure.
Instead of trying to get money. Hey, Bradbury wants to know what site we're using, y'all. Give him a shout out.
Yeah, we're using Stick the Model, Bellissimo. I think you get a kick out of it because you can do the whole exercise. What's best is that it retains all these details, and then you go right into a mock draft. keeps all the stuff that you've done, and you go into the mock draft, and away you go. All the picks, etc. that you've traded for. It keeps that in memory.
And then they also not only do they have the armchair mock off season for the GM, but they also have their own draft simulator, and then they do the analytics to where you make those spider charts and stuff, graphs and such. So yeah, there is some stuff going on that they are developing on sticktothemodel.com.
Hey, Patrick, send me one. God damn, I need some help, man. I can't just go buy what I used to buy, man. I need some help. Send me a Tundra. Shit. I love Toyota Tundras too.
So where you want to head?
Patrick sending cars around?
My feelings hurt, man. I let him go with my baby. That was my baby. That was my everything. That thing can pull a building.
Slowly scroll down, Trip. Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. We're at
cornerback.
We're at CB. Is there anywhere else I can trim? Oh man, I don't want to do that. I want him off the team. Real talk.
Y'all, I'm over here crying low key.
Well, I can't do that. Oh snap! Oh, I have to trim. Go to all, please, and then scroll down slowly. Fuck. Connor Gordon.
Don't encourage him, Patrick. He already crazy.
No extend, restructure.
Why are you restructuring him?
Because I'm broke and I need to get a running back.
Oh, see there? Put yourself in a tight spot.
No, we're gonna fix that right now.
Restructure?
Yeah, bro.
So you get $34 million.
I'm also gonna restructure one more player, and that player is
Y'all send me a used car, man. Nomad ain't got no car, man. I just gave away my truck. Help me out. Give me something, man. Give me a Honda, Nissan, Toyota, something.
scroll back up for me, man. It's not enough to come back. Cairo. Can't mess with Darnell because I'm gonna extend Darnell. It's got to be Dion. Oh man, you know what? Go to trades. Right, we got to get that. We have to try and get him off the roster.
Damn, Dante said Ben needs to be fired for signing Dio and Grady to those inflated contracts.
I don't think that was Ben.
Yeah, it was Ben. God damn it, we ain't gonna keep putting that shit on polls. It was him that allowed that to happen.
Okay, you say it was Ben, not DA. DA had nothing to do with it.
He ain't got nothing to do with the injury, but DA pump.
All right, now this says there's a trade value of 31.
With who?
Or rating of 31.
With anybody?
So the rating of 31. So see, that's what I don't understand, because let's just what team needs a defensive end?
You ain't gonna trade him. He's injured, man.
Yeah, I'm saying that's probably not gonna happen because he's injured.
Let's be realistic.
As slow as that goes. Okay, then let's go back to his ass. This is the worst.
You just gotta live with that, man.
If I gotta live with this, I have to restructure him because I need a running back.
It's about the best thing you can do.
You keeping all my money
now. Or you can draft him.
Badass deal.
You don't have to get a running back in free agency.
I'm gonna take a one.
You don't like Mike Washington III?
Oh, I'm gonna try and get one, but I'm not. I can't. What if I don't get one? You know what I'm saying? Like I got to get one now and then get a developmental one.
All right. So you want to restructure?
Yeah.
All right. Now you got 41 million.
All right. Let's go get us some Kenneth Walker Jr. Get the F out of free agency.
That's what you was trying to do the whole time.
That's why I quit. I I got rid of DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
So we're going to give him a 3-year deal. Do it. Man, you know what? We saved money on DeAndre. It was like a $2 million delta. Sorry, $200,000 delta to upgrade from DeAndre Swift to Kenneth Walker.
Paul says no, bro.
Why? Why, Paul?
Because you wild as shit right now,
brother. If you're paying 8.7 to DeAndre, and if you're paying 8.5 to DeAndre, and you could pay 8.7 for Kenneth Walker 3. I'm making that move. I'm cutting DeAndre tomorrow, and I'm picking up Kenneth Walker Jr. I'm sorry. Right. Okay. All right. I think we are all right. Let's look at these depth charts, see if I missed anything. You know what I missed?
No friendly fire, Dante and Bellissimo. No friendly fire.
You know what? And I don't think the Chicago Bears can address it either.
Wide receiver, you got Duvernay. Re-signed him. And Njoku took care of left tackle with a couple of old guys. You need some depth maybe at center, and then on defense, the defensive line has no depth, no second and third.
I'll be drafting at least
your linebacker, safety, and cornerbacks could also use a little addressing.
So safety, I'll be drafting likely 2 DTs in the draft as well. Edge, linebacker I would like. And then I'll get frivolous with a running back and maybe a wide receiver.
All right. So you $33 million in the green, but you're ready to go to the draft?
Not necessarily. We're gonna go to edge real quick and just take a little peek here. I can't afford any of that garbage. And you say he's been re-signed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says 7 here. You signed for 18.
18, damn.
Yeah, guaranteed 18.
Leonard Floyd's still out there. That's crazy. Jacob Martin, Danico Autry.
He's only 36.
That's all.
Bad in a motherfucker, though.
Well, Jordan's only 37.
I wouldn't spend Khalid Kareem. I wouldn't spend any of this money here. I'm sorry.
Just letting it play out, y'all. Letting it play out.
No. Well, I think that's what we're gonna do here.
He's talking about Sheldon Rankins on that.
I could get Rankins, but I got Dexter Lawrence. Let's go to DT. It's probably a little bit more palatable than this edge rusher market right now.
Dexter
Lawrence. Scroll down for me. Sorry, I just saw Kyrie's tongue on there. Somebody wanted me to draft a big Polynesian.
You just got a nose tackle in Dexter Lawrence. You need a 3 technique.
Well,
Kyrie's tongue ain't that.
No, he's a nose.
Yes.
He's 30. He's right in your wheelhouse.
He's dirty cheap too, so I can grab him as a backup for sexy Dexy. Worst come to worst.
See,
at $2 million a year, that ain't so bad.
You want him?
Before I do, we'll walk away from now. Let's see if there's anybody younger, because Chip's all about the youth, man. Likes his youth. But the problem is nobody trades out. Like, if you're young and they're trading you away, there's a reason. Ain't many youthful There's Sheldon Rankins at 32, right? I would pay a hell of a lot more for Sheldon Rankins. Calais 40. Yeah, Sheldon Rankins a good $10 million.
Y'all keep us updated on Twitter, man. See if anything coming through. I hope somebody's out there.
Jones.
That's it.
Draymond Jones, 5.3, 20. He's a year younger. I paid twice as much. No, I like what Kyrie's Tonga has done with his career. I'm bringing him in as a backup run stuffer.
So we got 3 nose tackles.
Do we have 3? Who else is on the depth?
Javon played that a lot this year.
But he's our 3. No?
Grady's still there?
No, Grady's gone.
So you got 1-3 technique and 2 other nose tackles. 3 because you kept Billings, right?
What would you place Shamar at? He's not a nose.
We don't know what Shamar is going to be because we don't know how Shamar is going to come back. He's going to be probably playing more edge. That's where they liked him at, per the last thing we heard about him. They liked his reps at edge, and so they're going to give him more edge reps than they do interior tackle.
So he just move him right to the back of everything because he ain't even going to play. Dale. I would have Shamar play my backup 3 and switch to the edge when needed on certain downs. Like that's what I would do with Shamar Turner.
You reading the comment on the screen?
What's he saying?
Yeah.
I'm tracking Twitter. Every Packers, Lions, and Vikings fan wants Kansas bait. Good.
Oh,
we will beat them all. They'll be pissed off after. Where else do we go? So,
So your defensive line, you got Sweat, Dexter Lawrence, Javon Dexter Sr., and Austin Booker, backed up by Hardy, Shamar Turner, and Deo.
Your defensive line sucks.
Yeah, well, it sucked before. I really just haven't done anything to it except for add Dexter Lawrence and swapped out Grady. It's been sucking. So unfortunately, I got upgrade in the draft is really what's going to happen. I'd like to add one more piece here, but what do I do? Funny. All right, let's scroll up.
Tell the truth.
I'll go back to DT.
Your primary goal was to get Kenneth Walker, wasn't it? Tell the truth. I know how you are, man.
No, but it
was.
Why do you say that?
Because you love that guy, man. And he's a horse. And I don't blame you for that.
It's got nothing to do with that. I knew I could upgrade at the position for virtually nothing, and I did.
Okay. All right.
Right. Cutting. I saved 8.5. I spent 8.7. There's a $200,000 difference.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? It's just part of my plan.
Trust me, I ain't fucking with you. I'm just trying to get at your psyche. That's all.
Yeah, no. My hopes was to actually save some money here and get into the draft. And how are we back at wide receiver? I'm not getting a wide receiver here at all. If I'm getting a wide receiver, it's going to be in the draft. Well, you know what? I can get. I think Shaheed actually resigned?
No, I don't think so.
No, he didn't resign.
If he's available at cheap numbers, I'll take Rashid Shaheed.
Well, he's available cheap numbers on here, I believe.
And that's on here.
Yeah, there it is. He is 28 years old.
I'll take 2 years of Rashid Shaheed.
What up, Levante?
Let's go back to DT, please.
Damn, I hear you, Rondell.
Monte.
Oh man.
We're gonna bring on Sheldon Rankin. Unless you can suggest anybody else at defensive tackle that you think I should be bringing in.
John Franklin Myers.
Well, he's been taken already, though, brother.
Oh no, he hasn't. That's
you
not
sure?
nothing official that we saw.
No,
if there's no official movements, then let's get John Franklin Myers for sure.
That's where you help yourself.
So we're gonna do. Oh shit, he's 12 mil. It's not what it looked like a minute ago. We're gonna offer him 7.
He ain't gonna take it.
Sorry, we're gonna make
7.
8. We're gonna make it 8. If he rejects it, we'll up the offer. Just slide the little slidey. Okay, you can do it that way too. Yeah.
Years.
30. We're gonna give him 4 years. See what he does. Hated it.
His ass.
You got to
Do
get
we pay $12 million for this? Because I don't have $12 million really to spend.
Go to 10, man. Go to 10 and see if you get close. If you don't take that, you got to get up there. You got to meet him where he's at. That might require a trade of Jalen Johnson or some shit.
Then I can't do it. Those numbers don't allow it.
You can trade Jalen. Which you probably should have started with that.
I'm not trading Jalen Johnson.
All right. You want to look down that list of D tackles?
Yeah. Who else we got? Like Sheldon Rankins should fit the numbers. Let's do
Sheldon Rankins or David Onyemata.
Look at Onyemata. I think Onyemata might be younger. Nope.
34?
He's older. So Sheldon Rankin then. $9.6 is closer to what I'm trying to pay. We're gonna give Sheldon. He's 32. We're gonna give him a 3-year deal.
Jesus Christ!
Don't worry, we're gonna draft people too. Trip.
Yeah, because there's only so many roster spots. So sure.
Yeah.
So he goes where? Here? So your front line is Montez Sweat, Sheldon Rankins, Javon Dexter, and Austin Booker? Oh, I'm sorry, Dexter Lawrence instead of Javon Dexter.
I would put Dexter Lawrence. Yeah. That's a rotation. I'd move Dale to the right. Yeah. But he ain't even playing. We're going to get us an edge. We're going to get another DT. We're going to get us a linebacker.
You need 2 linebackers. You need 2 safeties, cornerback at least.
We should be fine at corner. What is our corner situation? Deshaun, Tariq, Terrell, Jalen, Zay Frazier, Josh Blackwell. I would put Josh in front of Zay and put Zay.
How about this? Upgrade the cap, what you have, and just talk about what you got, and let's start there. Upgrade what you got with as far as your cap.
What do you mean?
Update. I mean, update. Give the Nomaniacs an update. What you got?
21 million.
Okay, you got 21 million. Remember,
so basically,
you're gonna need at least 9 to 10 million to fill out to sign your rookies.
So basically, you broke.
I'm broke.
You got one more significant contract to give out, and it's got to be between $5 and $7 million.
I don't even really want to do that, but we'll find a
find another old guy.
Well, we'll find something that we can find.
I think you should get at least one more safety, cheap.
Let's go to safety.
So you're not gonna give no rookies no reps?
Well, you got to make sure you got that. We had one safety under contract, and we only got two now. We got Kevin Byer, which he signed right away.
All right, so you want a senior citizen team?
But wait a second, we've got.
Dog, you got to get some depth, man.
I think we got.
You did resign it right.
Another safety. We did get another safety. We have two safeties.
We got three. You need. Okay, you're gonna probably draft one, so we all right.
1, 2, 3. I'm trying to draft one. I think we're okay. I think I'm okay. I'm probably low on the money either way, but let's go to the draft. I think I'm fine with this.
All right, here we go. Mock draft time, y'all.
All right, so now, thus far, you've made 14 cuts, 2 trades, and 14 signings. And taking into the draft, we go. Now it will show your picks of 25, 60, 89, 99.
See, it didn't capture the Cole Kmet trade.
I don't when you press the buttons here. 99, 129, 238, and 240. And the stars, we have been through this previously on sticktothemodel.com. So we've already been through a lot of the individual player rooms and put stars by the players that head scout Nomad has identified as a dog. So all these stars are all from his kennel at every position group that are already saved within the model. Now, Nomad, are there any more like players you need to add or subtract that are already starred or not?
No, we ain't got to. We can just keep on going. We got it.
All right. So if we go to, you ready to start, kids?
There's no way to go back and fix the commit situation, is there? No. Shit. All right, let's go.
All right. So yeah, your tight end situation is Loveland and Njoku and Kmet.
That sucks. And that's where the delta comes in. I should have had more cap room from the Kmet trade, which would have covered the Njoku cost as well as pick number 55. Anyways, let's draft, sir. Press start.
All right. As expected, Mendoza's off the board, and then that'd probably be the end of the quarterbacks taken for the first round. So as the Bears come up to pick number 25, on the we only have the stars, because if we went to all, that would be a whole mess of different players.
No. Go to all anyways, please, so I can see
all.
Yeah.
Well, this is all, but these are just all stars.
Click on all. It'll give us both. Just in case there's something there. Colson Hood, don't care. Big Mike. I'm going with Akeem, but before I do, I want you to click on trade. Let me see what the trades look like first.
So Buffalo wants number 25, and they will give you number 26 and a future second rounder. Cleveland wants number 25. We'll give you future second rounder as well as number 39. You can get number 47 in the future from Indy and a 46 in the future second rounder from Tampa Bay. So to move down one spot is Buffalo is offering you a future second rounder.
All right, we'll do the ones. Well, it doesn't make any difference.
Whoa. I'm with Leo, and don't trade back. Keep it realistic. You gonna
pick Hakeem Metsiador.
Oh, okay. Another old guy. Cool.
That's my suggestion.
Great pickup, bro. That's gonna upgrade your offseason big time.
So there's my edge rusher. I want you to read me who's at defensive tackle when we get to our selection, okay?
Sure. right, so Mesidor's behind Sweat there. There you go. All right, defensive tackles.
Can you open your screen up just a little bit more, Trips?
No.
That's it.
Yes. Now, you want to see all because that defeats the purpose of the whole big board thing, but okay.
He wants to look at D tackle here, and he's looking for a 3 technique. And I would just say Zane Durant out of the group.
Okay, stay at the top, please. So Big Citrus, no.
Those are all nose guards.
These are one.
Everybody up to
June's a 3. Dante Corleone's a 1. Grayson Halton's a bit further back. Okay, let's go back to all, please. So we're gonna. Oh, there's the safety. This is the top.
Yeah, this is the top. Your pick at right now is number 60. Next up, 89, and the safety that's at the top is number 58. So you're right there.
Okay, scroll down slowly for me, please. All right, we're gonna take AJ right at the top.
Take who's AJ Halsey safety?
Yeah.
Boom.
Hey, Patrick wants to know who you got at linebacker.
So that's my next selection. I was hoping to take Jacob Rodriguez with the last pick, but he went just before my selection. Now I'm looking at.
He wants to know who you got on the roster.
Take a look at depth chart for him. There should be. What do we got?
So at linebacker, you got
Mohamed Diabate,
Walker, Noah Sewell, Hippolyte, TJ Edwards, and Nefi Sewell.
I think I'm going to be looking at this position a bit later on as far as linebacker is concerned. So we did tackle the left tackle position. So I'm not going to draft one. I would like Isaiah World. He's right there. Jake Slaughter at OC.
You got the top center right there. Then you got Isaiah World saying tackle. Then your defensive line, inside linebacker.
I think. Let me look at the trade.
There's your Washington.
Oh, that Mike Wash is that far back. Eh?
All right. Arizona wants number 89, and they're offering 104 and 142.
I'm going to take that.
Accept. All right. And so now we are back on the board. Isaiah World just went. So here we are at the top of the board for all.
So we got 99. Okay.
And let's see, you are picking right now at 99. Next is 104, then 129, 142, 238, and 240.
Perfect.
Now, just FYI, your running back is right here.
Oh, he's still there. I thought he just went.
No, that was Isaiah World that went. The offensive lineman.
Snap.
So this is the top of your board here.
Check the trades for me, please.
All right, so for number 99, Indy will give you 113 and 155. Philly will give you 122, 137. San Fran giving up 127 and 133.
Damn. All right. Let's keep things realistic here. Like, to be honest with you, I'd like that Indianapolis trade because it would get me right into the sweet spot I need to be in.
You want that trade or no?
Yeah, I do actually. Let's take that trade.
Oh. All right. Off the board goes Corleone, Jones, Lawson, Beck. Now you're at the top of the board with all the athletes here of the star variety. You are at pick 104, and then next up is 113, then 129, and 142. So if you want Mike Washington, you might want to get him here.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
And there's your running back. We'll see if
we want Harold Perkins here next if he sticks around. Perfect.
All right, top of the board right there. You say Perkins, he's available.
Hello? 128. Yeah, we're gonna go up and do Grayson because we have pick 129. Hopefully we can. Hopefully Harold Perkins will stick around.
All right, so do Grayson.
Yeah, we're gonna take Halton.
Send it. All right.
Now we got a badass D line. Oh man, we just missed Perkins. Damn it! They must have heard me. Sons of bitches. Man, Joe, back to the back of the bus.
All right. This is the top of the board right here.
Give me an all, please. Anybody fall? Nick Singleton fell. Tyreek Sapp, 5-tech. Caleb Proctor, 5-tech. That's who I want. 129. Check trades, please.
All right. Carolina's offering 157 and 158 for 129. And then the Jets are offering 139 and 179.
Okay. I'm not going to trade back. I actually like that trade there too. I'm just going to take Lander Barton here. Bit of a reach, but I want to make sure that I have my linebacker, my middle linebacker. Oh, I had pick 42. I could have waited. Damn it.
All right, and so this is the top of the board.
J.C. Davis at offensive tackle. I'm not drafting an offensive tackle, guys. No, I'm not. And there's Jude Bowery too. Good old Boston College. I'm Ryan Poles. I got a boner right now. Let's go to. There's snap. What's my next selection trip?
Right now we're at 142. Next up is 155.
Beautiful. Okay. Scroll right up to the top of this draft board, please. Click on all. Let's see if anybody's fallen. One more time on my your picks, please. So
142, 155, 238, and 240.
Yeah, I want you to scroll up to the top here for me. Akeem, so edge, safety, running back, 3-tech, linebacker. Okay. Getting back out of here.
Cornerback.
I don't think there's any. Go straight to cornerback for me, please. To the position. Yeah. Hezekiah Mass is 154.
Or you can
What
look
do you?
or look at the receivers too. You haven't looked there.
I'm going to get Bryce Lance here with my next pick. He would fall in perfectly for the next pick.
So Masses, Domani Jackson, either one of them two,
So
and
with
then
the
Bryce
room
Lance.
is fair. I'll get Bryce Lance next. I'll just click on wide receiver for me, Trip. I just want to see if any of the other guys that we've looked at would be in this list. No, Bryce
You
Lance.
got to do Bryce Lance now.
No. I got a pick in 10 selections. I should be okay. Well, can you take the star off here with wide receiver? Yeah, there's a couple of wide receivers before him. I should be fine. Man. So okay. So I'm gonna look at interior offensive line here, please. And we're gonna take Pat Coogan. Actually, go to offensive tackle. Oh, cool. Actually, that was actually probably the better thing to do. But I would do J.C. Davis or Jude Bowery here. But I don't want to
tackle or a guard.
I would rather. I think we're fine at the guard position. I would probably rather get a center that we can sort of develop up. But
Bo Stevens.
He's
a guard, but he's a guy that can translate to a center.
Well, there's an actual center right underneath him that we've started from prior looks, and that's Matt Goldman.
Okay. How many more picks you got?
Is there anyone else? Not too many.
You can't
4 more on picks.
A center right now is ridiculous.
You think so? What would you do?
You get a good ass player, and that guy is just going to be a guy. You got a chance to get a really good corner. You got a chance to get a really good receiver. Take one of those two guys right now, and then.
All right, let's look at corner. I don't really need corner though. Like I've got depth at corner.
You might have to trade.
Trade what?
Like a corner or so, but these are some really good players, man. Really.
There is no more trades. We in the draft already.
Like we're in the draft. I can't
draft.
Trade.
You might have to trade some motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't need a corner.
Or you can get another edge. There's other guys.
I got a safety. Look, okay, let's just click at all, please. Top of this list is J.C. Davis, offensive tackle. I would like. Yeah, we don't have not a lot of guys that we've selected or sort of looked at are here at this particular part of the draft.
Well, just take my word for it. There's some really good players here.
I think the closest would either be for me Hezekiah Masses or.
You can double down the edge. Just see who the top edge
corner.
Trips. Look at the top edges here. Max Llewellyn. Oh yeah, you got some dudes here. It don't have to be the guys we start. All of them.
Well, that was kind of the point of starting them, but okay.
Well, that's why I said don't worry about it because I'm still in the process.
See at the top, please. So top 3 here: Devin Marshall, Domani Jackson, Hezekiah Masses. Again, I don't need a corner.
What do you think your weakest position is?
Right now, let's look at it's probably tight. No, tight end is covered.
I'd say edge.
Wide receiver is next up. Edge could be better.
All right. Dante wants to, if you don't mind, Trips, recap what we've done so far.
It's got to be center as the weakest position.
Moves. Fuck's sake. All right.
Yeah, go right to the bottom. He just wants the I think he just wants the picks.
Oh, not everything we've done.
Yeah.
I think he was talking about the picks.
Ah, okay. Picks. Boom. Mesidor, edge, Halsey safety, Washington Jr. running back, Halton 3 tech, and Barton inside linebacker with 4 picks remaining: 142, 155, 238, and 240.
I'd say this to you, kids. I think the edge is a good place to, if you want to double down somewhere.
It's not a bad place to double down.
Yeah. You can get a left tackle a little bit later on, but I think edge is a good place to double down. Not the start guys, Trip, just all of them. Because I've watched a whole lot more since the last time we did this. Max Llewellyn's a player. It's a lot of players here. Niat Kelly.
Yeah, we're in the 2 plus 50s. Go right to the top, please. So if anything, we're looking at Max Llewellyn at edge. Let's go to
Makai Kamara, but he's just a little bit undersized, a little bit as far as height goes. But he's more like what's the edge rusher that's coming off the Saints team that's been there forever, Cam Jordan. He's got that kind of build.
Let's go to safety, Trip. That Lewis Moore wouldn't be a crazy move here. And finally, we're going to go to tight end. It's like the one thing we haven't looked at. I think I might be picking Sam Roush here, man. Oh, but I don't. But I have the Cole Kmet deal he never went through, so he's still on the roster somehow. So we're going to select the tippy top of this. It's J.C. Davis. We're going to take the top center. That's what we're going to do. Scroll down. There he is, Matt Goldman. Oh, Bryce Lance went just to be a fucking asshole. Great. Wide receiver, please. Well, we have 2. Is that the top?
Yeah.
Okay. Your boy Brian Brown's quite a ways away. Kobe, yo. I already got you a middle linebacker, brother.
Yeah, Landon Barton is backing up Quay Walker for middle linebacker there.
Yeah. So we're good at middle linebacker. I was hoping to get us a wide receiver here too, but that kind of just flew out the window for me. Yeah, if anything, it's Barry and Brown, but I can wait quite a ways before I'm looking at a Barry and Brown. Oh, snap.
No, this is the all-purpose guy from Navy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I can get him much later as well. Thank you for pointing him out. Maybe we'll get 2 at the end of the draft.
Because now remember the other guy that Navy, this one, Landon Robinson. So he's a little further back as well. Was that a 5 tech?
Okay.
So just FYI.
Okay, thank you. We're just gonna go all. Straight up all. Top of our board is Jude Bowery, so I think that's who I'm going to take here now. Keep things moving.
All right, now you're at pick. Your next pick is 238 and 240, so you get 2 left as the draft moves on. Let's see. Jude Bowery's here, so we'll move him up to there. And so maybe another wide receiver.
Mike Greer, he got quite a few defensive tackles. It's just what kind of defensive tackles he's got, but he's definitely made movement in that direction.
Let's see.
D-line's totally upgraded. It just isn't there's just no Trey Hendrickson. It's probably the answer to this.
So I mean, you're looking here. You got 4 safeties. 1 rookie.
I think I'm getting 2 wide receivers right here, Trip. So let's go straight to wide receiver before we recap the whole thing. We're gonna go with Eli.
And then all is what you're looking at right there.
We're gonna go to linebacker. Just for shits and giggles to see if the kid's still there.
Jefferson and Scooby Williams are starred fellas. And those are the last 2 linebackers that we have starred on the board, but there are other options, obviously.
Okay. Quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Taylor Green. Do it.
It's done. All right, so that will conclude your draft picks, and we will get our grade and see what the Haps is. A-.
No shit, Shirley.
All right, so the future outlook is in red, and I think that might have something to do with the ages of some of your people.
Okay. How about this, man? I didn't expect an A-, but you did obviously you did well. How about breaking down what you did from top to bottom, kids? Talking back in free agency up to now. What were you thinking? I'm gonna let your word speak and be the Bible here.
My thoughts were to add veterancy to the team, plug holes, and add developmental players and prospects at the key areas of need. That's
hold on before you finish. Trip, just put the mock draft up there. That's just better for when I make shorts out of it.
The mock draft.
So you can actually start right at the top, and I'll just go through it.
There you go.
No, do the whole thing. Yeah. So we'll just start here with the depth chart. All right. From a positional perspective, Caleb Williams is your starting quarterback, backed up by Tyson, backed up by Taylor Green. Potentially, we will still trade Tyson down the road, and we'll develop Taylor Green. At running back, move Kamanungai up 1. Yeah. Kenneth Walker is your starter. Kamanungai is your number 2. Mike Washington Jr. is ramping up, and we'll get him as many snaps as we can because he's a nice piece to have at the running back position, and will likely take this thing over at some time. Wide receiver, Roma Dunze, JP Richardson. I want him in the slot, please. With JP Richardson. No, not in front of Luther Burden. You crazy? Yeah, that's perfect. Where did Devin Duvernay go? He just disappeared.
I think he got pushed back. There he is.
Okay, remove Devin Duvernay behind Roma Dunze. Actually, sorry, move him behind WR3. Yeah, that's fine. And then move Jade behind Roma Dunze. Yeah. So Roma Dunze at wide receiver 1, backed up by Jade Walker. Eli comes in as a hot third. Real talk, put Eli in your WR3 position, please. He's going to be ahead of Devin Duvernay in the depth chart. Devin Duvernay is basically your special teamer, return man. Worst case scenario, he catches a couple of balls, but he's a special teams guy. Luther Burden is your wide receiver 2 in the slot. Wide receiver 2 in the slot should be J.P. Richardson. So put J.P. above Rashid Shaheed. No, not Luther. Yeah. I'm actually bad. I'm actually wrong with that. So that's cool.
Don't worry about how they lined up on here.
How they line up, fine. So, well, he's there. He can switch it. Actually, Rashid Shaheed's probably going to start over J.P. Richardson, but that's fine. Tight end, Colston Loveland is your tight end 1. Your tight end 2 is supposed to be David Njoku. Cole Kmet's probably not on this squad under normal pretenses. At the tackle, we've got Cam Robinson starting. Josh Nyman is your backup / swing, and so is Theo Benedict. You can move Josh to the other side. Oh, you know what? Just leave him there. Leave him. That's fine. It's fine.
We know what you're going to do. We know how you're going to shuffle that.
All right.
Depth chart.
So at tackle, Joe Tooney starting, backed up by Luke Nyman, backed up by Kyle Hergel. At center, we've got Garrett Bradbury and Matt Gullen. He is your developmental talent at the position. Right guard, Jonah Jackson, Karan Amagaji, Jordan McFadden. Fine. Yeah, you know what you're doing. Darnell Wright, Jude Bowery backing up Darnell, and Ozzie Trapillo eventually coming back at the left tackle position, but that'll be sorted out later on. Cool. Look at the defensive side of the ball. Starting out with Montez Sweat at that side, we are going to move Akeem Meziador to behind Austin Booker, because we all know that the other man ain't going to likely be playing at all. As far as the DT position is concerned, Sheldon Rankin is your guy, backed up by Shamar Turner. Dexter Lawrence is your nose, backed up by Grayson Halton and Jervon Dexter. That's your nose switching into 3 techs behind him. Austin Booker is your sometimes starter. Basically, it's going to be a rotation between Austin Booker and Akeem Meziador, depending on how camp looks. Nafai Sewell shouldn't. Okay, no, that's it. And then you have Deo Odangbo, who's obviously unfortunately hurt. Moving over to linebacker at the will, we've got Mohamed Diabate, Ruben Hippolyte, and Nafai Sewell, Noah Sewell's brother. We've got at the middle, we've got Quay Walker starting, Lander Barton backing him up. Noah Sewell is our Sam, backed up by TJ Edwards, who is also kind of hurt right now too. So we'll see who shakes out in camp. At the corner position, corner stacked, I re-signed Nashawn Wright, who's backed up by Zay Frazier. Jalen Johnson is somehow third in that progression, which is just not how it's going to be. He'll be starting on the right-hand side, in front of Tariq Stevenson, and Terrell Smith backs up everybody as far as the cornerback position is concerned. Then we have Kyler and Josh in the nickel position. Kevin Byard 3 is your free safety, backed up by Elijah Hicks. Brian Cook is your strong safety, backed up by AJ Halsey, developmental talent. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
This is what you look like. If we go strictly to the draft.
Well, don't worry about it. I think you kind of described everything. I'd say this, man. Let me give a little color to it. This ain't got nothing to do with anybody's feelings. This is just really an exercise in vanity, man. This is the way Ked sees the roster, and nothing wrong with the way he sees the roster. There's nothing wrong with any way anybody sees the roster, and he saw it this way. Does that jibe with what everybody thinks? No, but that's not the reason why we exercise these things. He's doing it the way he saw it. And I respect it.
That's how she goes, folks. That's my draft. That is my offseason exercise. End of the day, I don't see us making big, huge splash moves like a Trey Hendrickson. I don't think we have the cap room to do that.
I think there's a D-tackle move trade in the works. That's what they're talking about.
It might be for Dexter Lawrence.
Okay, now with that said, I saved this session, but let's simulate the season, see what happens. A lot of red there.
A lot of red.
8-9. Third in a division.
Damn, Detroit sucks.
And now that was a quick simulation of the season. You can either simulate again or continue to the 2027 offseason. And now just for shits and giggles, you see all of the moves that were made that kids just made. Now these players are, a year long, now in the simulation. So, it looks like you can continue on with trades for next year, with free agency and the draft as well. So this stick to the model platform, is extending into the future now.
That's crazy.
AI controlling it. I like that feature. I like that feature. But let's because I do need to and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to tomorrow, but only because I got some shit going on, to be honest with you. Not bad, but I got stuff to do, and I want to be able to get up and do free agency tomorrow, but I might have some stuff permitting that. However, these two guys on the screen, y'all more than welcome. I can set it up if you want to.
Yeah, go ahead and set it up, because I was gonna do it, but if I was gonna do it, it's probably just be a YouTube thing. But yeah, I'll do it in the StreamYard. And just take a look at the screen. These are the projected prospects for the.
Oh, he actually does have
draft.
2027. There's Arch Manning. I'm just cluing in now.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, obviously this is way too early, but just to take a look at what they are projecting the next prospect class to be.
All right. I'll tell you what, man. Let's because we gotta talk about tomorrow and what we can and can't do. This is good, man. This is a good simulator. I love it. I think Trips really loves it. But we gotta keep it moving, man. Because if I'm gonna get up tomorrow and be able to do something in the morning, it's gonna have to be early. If I'm gonna be able to do it. But Trips, you good with this? If I can remove this?
Yeah, I ain't doing nothing with it.
All right. Let me get everybody back on the screen. So tomorrow, man, I do think there's going to be something that happens early. My opinion, and y'all can tell me what y'all think. I think the edge market, I think they had to let that play out. I'm talking about the Bears. They had to let that play out. I think you let the edge market come to you under the circumstances. And I know everybody thinks and feels like this is the weakest part of the team. My opinion, because you didn't have a healthy Grady and Javon was moving back and forth and he wasn't all the way healthy, in my opinion, the best thing you can do for Dennis Allen, who wants to rush with 4, remember that, what I just said, they want to be able to get home with 4. The best thing you can do is give Dennis Allen a D tackle or 2, whether it be do it in free agency, do it in the draft, and then you draft your future edge rusher. I think that's where they are, kids and Trips. There might be an edge rusher a little bit lower down on the echelon that they might bring onto the team, but I think they're gonna go in at D tackle tomorrow. That's why I think they're going. I said that early. Nobody wanted to hear it because everybody loves Maxx Crosby, and I get it. But I'm telling you, I think they're gonna go D tackle. That's what I think. And everything else is going to just fall into place in what they can afford. And they're going to go into the draft. And I think you're right, kids. Akeem Mesidor is the guy they're targeting.
He's right around where they're going to be at 25. Should still be available on the board, depending on what other folks want to do. There's a couple other DTs in that range. Proctor, McDonald, a couple of guys, maybe Banks, but I think they need more. Like I think they should be looking at free agency for the run stuffer and get your edge in the draft and have him be your guy. Because I don't think they're prepared to pay for a high caliber edge right now. I think they were a couple of days ago. I think that ship has sailed. Unless they do the Trey Hendrickson thing, which is possible, but I think they've tied up too much cap room this season in the line, man. Like I can't get out of it.
If Trey Hendrickson ends up in Chicago, I don't think it's going to be at the price he thinks.
Well, here's the thing. So, like, Chicago isn't like there's 32 teams in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. We're not the only people out there who might be bidding for the man's services, aka the Dallas Cowboys are likely going to be bidding for the man's services. I'll just put that out there now. They realize they effed up. They need to be able to get home. Hired Flus, who can't get home with 4. Right? Fired Flus, and they realized they screwed up by letting Micah Parsons go in a major way. So they need to have somebody else on that edge, and they have to rectify that situation. Odds are they're going to put some numbers in the ear of one Trey Hendrickson. So I don't think we're getting him on some sort of a deal. Right? Man wants 30 mil. That's what he's asking for. We either have to pay that or he goes to Dallas.
Well, I think what I see, he wants 3 for 90, 30 apiece for 3 years.
Sound about right. Right. He's trying to get paid, man. He's been messed around. Played good football, got a low wallet share secondary contract to play for Cincinnati, then exploded. And he's got 1 year of good money. That was last year. Now he's trying to get paid.
How about this, man? How about this? Because my tomorrow is pretty unsure up until about 6, 7, 8 o'clock. If y'all can, let's commit to being here at somewhere at tomorrow. Can we get that?
I'm doing like noon or whatever the hell the time is.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to, man, because I got some shit going on.
All right, well,
yeah, I can't.
I want to get with y'all. I
can't do noon, but I can definitely do 6 your time, which is 7 my time. That I can do for sure.
Okay.
Well, then y'all can come back and do that.
Okay. You want to do 12? Or are you gonna? Yeah,
because I'm doing 12 either way.
Okay.
Just to be, at the actual time when maybe some shit jumps off.
Yeah.
I just don't think I'm going to be able to, but who knows, man. And I want to be able to include everybody so everybody gets a take on it. Trips, I know you probably better early than you are a little bit later. Kez is better later than he is early. And I'm somewhere in the middle because I don't know how the F tomorrow is going to turn out for me. So I want to try to commit to at some point tomorrow afternoon because that's probably the best for me. My instincts say don't commit early because I don't think I can.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. Well, why don't you? I'll just do early and then y'all do later.
Cool.
All right. So we at some point we'll try to get in here and get something going on and see what we did. If you can get on a little bit later on, Triple R, that's cool. But definitely do your shit tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it'll be whatever. What time does it officially kick off? Like noon, right?
It's going to be noon to 4 for the most part.
Kick off at midnight tonight, but it's going to get hot.
But the tampering period and then the signing period. There's 2 different things, right?
Tampering period kicks off around midnight
tonight, right now.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
then
so like the signings can start at noon.
I think something like that.
Okay, yeah, that's when I want to go live, when the actual signings can take place.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I can get in here, I'll be in here, man. If you see something get pulled up, then we can do something. But damn, I just had some shit that happened that threw everything for a curve, and I can't do shit about it.
Yeah, right on. Well, you'll be back later, so it's cool.
But I'll be in touch, man, with you guys, man. Good stuff, kids. Good way to be brave about it, man, because you went about it and you was just like F your feelings. That's just the way you went about it, and I ain't mad about it. But
It sound like you in your feelings, but it's okay.
It's
I had to cut some
not
people.
Me, not me. I don't give a shit.
Okay,
Really, I don't give no F
man.
about none of this stuff, man. It's just really somebody's vanity versus everybody else's.
Yeah.
That's what a mock offseason and draft is. It's an exercise in vanity, bro. It's what I think. And I ain't got nothing but respect for what you think. And no, I don't have no feelings about it. I was just trying to steer a little bit and give you a little advice. That didn't have nothing to do with nothing. You did what you did. And you got an A- out of it. Shit. So F what anybody's talking about.
Yeah, that's and again, I'm not all that surprised I got an A-. It's just the only thing that I got out of this exercise really is that after these few moves that have happened last week, it's a little bit tighter, right? Like it's a little bit harder to maneuver in free agency for Ryan Poles. Like he's got some situations to manage, aka the cap, and he's got to really work some special kind of magic to make room to bring some of the players that I brought onto this team onto the team. Outside of that, if he just sort of sticks to a very similar draft as to what I did, get Akeem early, get a top safety center DT early, might want to find yourself a running back, whether or not you move or stick with DeAndre Swift. Again, $200,000 difference ain't much of a difference. You can keep or you get rid of them, get somebody else. Some of the and then get your linebacker. Like those are the key things. I was hoping to get Jacob Rodriguez earlier, but Lander Barton is who I think we should be looking at as a middle linebacker developmental talent, regardless as to whether we go Quay Walker or somebody else at linebacker.
All right. How about this, man? Let's go ahead and do the roundabouts before we go ahead and close it out. Let's give out some pleasantries and some thoughts before we get out of here. Kids, alley-oop, I gave you a bounce pass earlier.
All right. We'll put that baby in the net, and we'll start with Leo Factor and AC Adam and Mr. Mayhem. But a big shout out goes to our guy Barrelissimo. Good to check you out. Good to see you here with us once again. Understand you ran through some personal things there, bro. Sorry to hear that, and good to see you finding a little bit of time to have some fun and chop it up on the Bears side of things, on the football side of things, like you love to do, man. So again, good to have you with us. Shout out to Patrick Higgins, Saren Collins. Who else was out there, man? You guys were making some noise in the chat. Paul Rodriguez was out there, man, making some noise. Dante Purify came in. Who else was out there? A few folks, man. Like, I was impressed by all the action in the chat, but on the real, Levante was out there. I had to put the headphones on and zero in and focus and get this thing closed up. And again, I think the mock draft went well. Big learnings once again. Ryan Poles got his work cut out for him now. Now that DJ's gone and Tremaine's gone, the easy two big contracts are gone. He's stuck with two massive contracts that are probably impossible to trade. So what he does on the defensive line moving forward, your guess is as good as mine, but I don't see it being as large as a Trey Hendrickson. I'm sorry. Just got to put that out there. Anyways, thanks for joining us on a Sunday. Check me out at Kids of Canuck. Check my boy out right underneath me at Sports Chicago Style. And my boy to the left over there. Check him out right here on the Nomad Network. End of the day, we should be back with you guys tomorrow. Doubling down. Triple R is going to take care of the midday. We're going to come back at you at 6 Central, 7 Eastern, I believe. And hope you all got your fell forward, or how is it? What you do with the car?
You fall forward, and you spring forward, you fall back.
Spring forward, that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, hope y'all sprung forward today.
But see, I'm confused because now Levante's saying 12 Eastern. So 12 Eastern is normally 11. Shit.
Yeah, that's 11 your time.
11 o'clock Central, right? But with the whole savings thing, is it still 11?
No, it's Wednesday.
What?
I'm just messing around.
It's
still 11. You lost the hour today, so it's gonna feel like 10.
Okay, all right. So 11 o'clock tomorrow is when the official signing period is scheduled to begin. I'm taking it, right? 11 o'clock Central.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm just trying to get it straight.
Yeah. Good catch there, Levante. Thanks for that.
Mm-hmm.
But that should make sense. Again, we'll be back here at 6 Central, 7 Eastern to recap whatever went down. In case whatever went down, who knows what's gonna go down. But yeah, man. Shout out to vidIQ, man. Hope you're driving safe out there. Big ups to Mutt Green as well. But yeah, Trip.
Yeah, right on. Kids basically said everything. So make sure you are subscribed with those notifications on, just as a reminder, because being on a Monday, twice on a Monday, once would be out of the norm, but twice, your algorithms won't understand what's going on. So just make sure you are subscribed to the Nomad Network, 2 Kids Canuck and Sports Chicago Style, also known as Triple R SCS. I don't know. I don't know. But have those notifications on. So hopefully you get that little ding, that little bell icon lights up when we do go live. So it's here. The eve, the tampering is going on hot and heavy right now. I'm sure that the phones with agents and polls and all the front offices across the league are burning up, burning all those nighttime minutes, but they free because it's after 9, so it's free minutes, kids. So, whatever deals are going to be happening, I don't personally see any big money signings, just a lot of depth and hopefully a lot of speed and hopefully a little bit of youth. All right. So, we're not going to get a whole lot of youth in free agency, but you know what I mean. But yeah. So yeah, see y'all tomorrow. Get Nomad.
Hey man, one thing I love about the offseason that most people don't like because it's not football and everybody's just like, I can't wait to football again. One thing I like about the offseason is we get a chance to get better. And because we were a team that did not finish the whole thing and did not complete and get the ticket that we are looking for, this is the opportunity to do it. And so for me and what I bring to the table, it offers an opportunity for me and the rest of these guys here too, both of these guys, to dig in and see what's out there. What are the possibilities, the X factors in this ratio? You know what I mean? It's a lot going on. It's a lot of moving parts. And as we speak, guys are getting signed, re-signed, or getting traded. There's going to be a lot to shake through come tomorrow, man. And I just appreciate these guys for being willing to go through the exercises of, because a lot of fans, man, they want to see, based on what they've experienced in a year, what can we do to get this team where we need to, in this postseason, to get them to a point where we can compete for a championship. And that's what this whole thing is all about. And part of our job is to make sure that we identify all the pieces, whether they be in free agency, whether they be guys on the team already. Do we need to sign them, re-sign them? Do we need to get rid of some contracts? All that kind of stuff plays into it. And then the draft. And who are those guys in that draft? We try to make sure we encompass everything. Try to encompass it all and point out some things that maybe you weren't paying attention to. Maybe you were just excited about this or that. And we just try to guide your attention over here. Either way, man, this is the fun part of the off season for me, is this part. You know, once we get past this part of the season, now it's just about time and getting guys in the building. It turns into real football after that. And so this is fun to me, man. Looking at the opportunities out here, what are the possibilities? And that's what we're doing, man. This is our last chance to do that mock off season this year. And so I tip my hat to kids and I tip my hat to Triple R for going through the exercise with you all one last time. And it takes a lot of patience for these two guys to do that, because they have what's in their head. They're listening to the chat. They're listening to people talk, and they're trying to be fan friendly. And so I respect both of them for doing it, because I don't have no stomach for this shit. I don't care. I just want to see what happens afterwards, So that's just where I am. But tomorrow, hopefully we'll be able to get in here and get at least a show in here tomorrow. But don't clock us on that, man, because I don't know how my tomorrow's going to be. But if nothing else, I'll try to set it up. So we appreciate you all. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe. And how about sharing the content with people that you love and people that you care about, people that you know love the Chicago Bears? Share the content with them. That also helps on all three channels, on Kids of Canuck and on Sports Chicago Style. Share the content, man. Let more people see what we do over here. But make sure you hit the like button on all three channels, because it's just going to tell the algorithm that you like what we do. And it helps everybody in the long run. But I just want to leave you guys with these famous words: love, peace, and hair grease, y'all.